Don't you know me? I'm your native son. Ooh, hello, Skippy Taz. Welcome to the stream. And now it's working here till the day is. Oh man, this is messing with my head. Is it actually working or is it lagging my computer? Hold on. I feel like I'm lagging. Hold on a sec. Stats. Oh yeah, my frame rate's a mess. What is going on? Why is my frame rate a mess? Camera looks okay. Stats look okay now, but if I go here, does it stay okay? Oh, my bitrate's horrible too. Or is it coming back? I'm not really sure what just happened there. Can I move this down here maybe? Hold on. I'm trying to rearrange my window just a little bit. Okay, so this looks like it's doing okay. My bitrate's rising. I don't see drop frames. I have no idea what just happened there. It might have been satisfactory. Maybe. It's hard to say. Or do I have something else running on my computer that's eating all the resources? You know what? I might have had that too. It's hard to say. Ever tried NVIDIA Shadowplay? Yes and no, Skippy. It depends on how you look. Or not Skippy. Little Jacob. Depends on how you look at it. Skippy, thank you for redeeming. Put on the hat. Okay. Hold on. I'm wrestling with what I've got going on my screen here. So hold on. I kind of want to like show you guys this disaster that I've created. But I'm actually kind of happy with it, which is surprising if I can get it to work. So, okay, we got the redemptions where they need to be, chats where it needs to be. That can be as small as it possibly wants to be right there. There we go, we got a little more room for chat. We got more room for buttons. I can add more buttons if I need to. I don't have that button. I'd like that button. Also, I need to update the text. I should join the Discord call? Yeah, maybe I should. Let's see. This one goes to Skippy. Good job, Skippy. Okay, and then I got to answer little Jacob's question about shadow play. There's just too much going on. Too much going on. Okay. Okay, let me answer your question, little Jacob. So, shadow play is NVIDIA's self-contained way of grabbing content from the video card and streaming it potentially or recording it, right? So that is true. Like, Shadowplay is one of the cooler ways of making sure you get maximum gaming performance and maximum streaming at the same time. But what they don't tell you is that Shadowplay is built on top of the NVIDIA NVEC codec, which is the same thing you can do in OBS and all the other things. So when I'm streaming a game that uses DirectX, I'm still technically using Shadowplay. I also have the option to do screen capture, but I don't get as much performance if I do that. I get a much better experience if I use the NVEC codec, which is basically Shadowplay. So there's that, if that makes sense. Also, I don't know what time it is. Did I start early? No, I started like right on time. That was entirely on accident. I've been sitting at my computer for a half hour doing other things, and it just so happened that I finished doing the things I needed to do at about the right time. Now, I'm a little concerned with my bitrate here. Why? Is my bitrate still trash? No, I'm pulling the right bitrate. I think this graph just isn't updating for some reason. I feel like I should be pulling a much higher bitrate or something. Maybe it's just always red and I'm crazy. I have a friend with a gaming PC and he could use OBS on normal settings, 60 FPS, and he could run Euro Truck Simulator 2 on high with no drop. But since 2020 April made his PC lag. My guess is that he's no longer on the NVEC codec. He probably got switched to the Intel codec. That'll slow everything down. So make sure he's on the NVIDIA codec. Either that or the game stopped using NVIDIA. Hello, Cassandra. Welcome. Now my bitrate's moving all over the place. Maybe it was just slow to refresh. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying something new. I don't know if it's working. So here's what I did. I typically, when I run OBS, I use the OBS chat widget and the OBS activities feed widget and the OBS widget for everything. Thank you for the creeper sound. But I got rid of all of that, and I replaced it with the Twitch dashboard so I could have access to the Twitch buttons and some data coming right from Twitch, which has completely changed how I do this. But I like it. I have a button now to rate a channel. I have a button to run a 60-second ad, because I know you guys love how many ads I run on this channel. Like, I should run ads constantly. Right, Silverdown? Like, you guys just want a new ad every 60 seconds. So run an ad, wait 60 seconds, run an ad, wait 60. Like, that's what you come here for, right? You come here for the Dots Pretzels ads. The pride of Dakota. This is what I'm talking about. The more I talk about Dots Pretzels, the more you guys watch. It's very true. Very true. No, I'm just kidding. Should we get to some gameplay? I've been, like, talking to myself now for, like, 6 minutes and 29 seconds, which is easier now to see than ever. Let's see if this is going to work. That's a great game. That's an excellent game. Oh, there it is. Hi. I didn't even do that. It fixed itself. I like it when it does that. Minnesotans are Dakotan helpers. Sounds about right. But we have all the football teams, so all the Dakotans need our football teams. It's just the way it was. So we were playing Satisfactory recently, and so we're gonna pick up here. We're gonna pick up where we left off. Burns? No, we're not gonna burn Dots Pretzels. They're too tasty. Why would you burn delicious Satisfactory snacks? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You can hear the factory noises. And even though Christmas is over, my present machine is still working. I'm happy. Can I actually make more present? Can I do more research? Unknown. Oh, did I lose all the... I lost all the Christmas research. So I can't advance my Christmas research, it looks like. That's unfortunate. So that's what they took away. I just can't advance the holidays. That's kind of sad. It is. It's sad. It makes me sad. Okay, so what do we want to do tonight? That's the real question. We could focus on clearing milestones and getting to higher tiers. We could focus on this giant space elevator thing. Look at that thing. It's giant. That looks choppy to me. It's choppy, isn't it? Why is it choppy? Hold on. We gotta get rid of the choppy. Nobody wants choppy. Okay, make that go away. Make... Something's on that shouldn't be is the issue. I just don't know what. That should go away. That should go away. We're not playing Subnautica, so that can go away. That can go away, that can go away. Something is on that shouldn't be. Okay, let's try running around some more. Nope, frame rate instantly dropped. What is going on? No frame rate drops allowed. Do I have that, VSync stuff? Uh-oh. I just ran out of power. Let's turn VSync on. Apply. Confirm. Resume game. Oh, there we go. There was the problem. Somebody shut off the VSync. Hey, Charles. Welcome on in. Hey, Kale Forthwind. Charles is very late. Maybe Charles isn't coming. Okay. Let's see. Subnautica isn't yet. It's not. I'm in this game now. It's not Thursday. It's Tuesday. Subnautica isn't a tech game. This is a tech game. Also, we discovered what happens when Christmas is over. You can't access the research anymore. You can still make presents, So there are still presents. Oh wait, maybe you can't. Did our Christmas tree stop giving presents too? Our Christmas tree stopped giving presents. So the Christmas tree stops giving. And you can't research anymore. It's tragic. Yeah, I don't know where Link is. I think he's upstairs playing Pixelmon. I don't... Oh, maybe it's not giving any presents because I shut the power off. Does the tree run on power? Let's go... Let's power up the... Let's get this thing powered up and running again. It's important. Yes, he got his hands on Pixelmon, so he's been playing it ever since. He's an addict. You got snowball booms. And was the world reverted? I did not revert the world yet, no. No power. Wait, wrong machine. This machine? And we need more, even more than that, before we kick everything back on. I mean, I don't know how much damage he did. It needs to be reverted, though. Yes, Pixelmon is Pokemon in Minecraft. Yes, that is correct. Okay, let's power it up. You can't have Minecraft on your new laptop? Why not? Did you make a rule? No Minecraft. It distracts me from work or school. Okay. We were trying to build this thingy. I think. 50 of these. What bores me? Lots of things bore me. Oh, yep, see, our Christmas tree is no longer making gifts. I think it's time. Can we still build these though? Let me check that. If we have the stuff, can we build a tree? We can't even build a tree? Oh. So you mean to tell me that I can't move this tree? Or it will go away? That's tragic. You've been thinking of getting this game? I like it, Silverdown. I mean, it's taking away all my Christmas stuff, but I still like it. You know, next time it's on sale or something. Okay. Here's the thing, though. I'm not overly thrilled with my build here. Like, I know I'm for mass chaos, and I know that, you know, this is functional and that's functional. And I know that that giant track that ran all the way around, like this one right here that goes all the way, I know it's functional, but it just... Rich and Cheesy has convinced me that it's good to be aesthetically pleasing. So I think I need to start working on aesthetically pleasing things. Things that are tall and do nifty things. I just don't know what they are. 30 or so minutes away. That's no fun, Dan Gaming. You know, you can have them shipped to you. Because your mother says no games on the laptop, which no one takes Minecraft away from me. Oh. You know what? I learned long ago you should listen to your parents. And I now tell my kids they should listen to their parents. So if your mom has a reason for no Minecraft on the laptop, respect your elders. There's my advice of the day, Cassandra. Parents aren't always right, but I give them the benefit of the doubt 9 times out of 10. And they may be 100% right that nothing bad would happen if you put Minecraft on it. But I don't know what the GCSES is, little Jacob, but I guess, yay. Good evening, Jorah. Okay, I need to think. I need a little bit of brain power to come up with what I'm trying to do next, because I've completely forgotten what I'm trying to do next. Okay, so we created, I think we created these lines over here that are generating nails. Yeah, we got nails and pipes going into here, right? Do these go to anything? They do not. So we're going to get the assembler. We're going to bring him over here. Yeah. Here in America, we're pretty much graded on our ability to take tests. No, that's not entirely accurate. We're making rotors. Okay, so, and this one needs pipes. That one's pipes. So this one is screws. So we need screws. We're going to do this the manual way for now, and then we're going to work on cleaning things up. Yeah, so they give predicted grades. Yeah, we don't really have a national grading system. We have some standardized testing that everybody does, but the standardized testing, for all practical purposes, is almost pointless. Like, it doesn't have anything to there's one standardized test that people take here to ensure that you're able to graduate legally from high school. That's about it. But it's an insanely easy test, and it's meant to be passed by an 8th grader. So you have 5 years to pass it, and most kids pass it like in 9th grade, and they never have to take it again. Some pass it in 10th. Some aren't even given it till 10th. But then you have another round of testing when you get to your junior and senior year, where they'll start trying to get you ready for college. So you'll have your ACTs and your SATs and your PSATs. So that's basically how it works. What if I prove a point in an argument and they reply with, "Don't give me that attitude, young man"? Are you talking about parents? What if you prove a point in an argument with your parent and they say, "Don't give me that attitude"? That's generally a pretty good sign that you should probably be quiet and do whatever they're asking you to do. In fact, I've had this conversation with Lincoln many, many times. That just because he's right doesn't mean that he should be doing whatever it is. If your parents tell you to, is that what you're talking about? I don't know what you're referring to, little Jacob. But Lincoln, we call that back talking. If you But don't I see the point? That they're right? Just because they're right doesn't mean, just because the child is right doesn't mean the parent is wrong. That's the hard thing to understand sometimes. That just because the child is right doesn't mean the parent is wrong. It's one of these funny things. And even if they are wrong, sometimes you still need to respect that. Like, I'll give you a really lame example, and this is not, I'm being attacked here, and I don't know where my weapon is. Where's my weapon? Do I not have a weapon? I apparently don't have my weapon. Who said I could go out in the wilderness without a weapon? Stop it! I mean, I can just die, but leave me alone. I'm innocent. Okay, I'm gonna run. Wait, where'd my base go? Look for the tall thing. Okay. It's how you go about telling someone your reasoning for being right. Yes, that's true. If you're giving it in a tone that then a parent is going to say something, this is true too. At least there's a reason for me to go near there. Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about, Dan Gaming. It's tone and how the conversation goes. I mean, yeah. I'm trying to think of the most recent example that we had with Lincoln on one of these conversations, and because he's the one that pulls it more than anybody. It'll be silly things, sometimes really pointless things, and like the easy one to talk about would be like bedtime, right? So Link's official bedtime is 8:30, right? And we will say things like, at 8:29, Lincoln, it's bedtime, go to bed. And instead of accepting the fact that we're telling him to go to bed a minute early, he will say, "I've got one more minute, Dad." And he'll hold it over my head. And most of the time, I let him get away with that. I'll say, "Okay, fine. You want to kill 40 more seconds? Fine." But when he does that, if he takes the route of ignoring me and something like that, and then it becomes 8:31, then I punish. Because, see, now he wants to play. He's playing the game in the most literal way, so I'm now going to play in the most literal way. And so what I've taught him is that you need to have some forgiveness and some leeway in there, and so you respect your elders. If they tell you it's bedtime, it's bedtime. It doesn't matter if it's 15 minutes early. It doesn't matter if it's 45 minutes late. It's not necessarily about what the rule is. It's about you respect that your parents are telling you you need to do something. And he's done a pretty good job learning it. If you watch the stream often enough, you'll see that he doesn't always listen, but it's very true. Oh, you're talking about buying dots. See, I'm going, see? Exactly. So the next time you're out that way, you buy them. And I haven't accomplished anything in this game since we started this stream. But good evening, Cheppy, and welcome. Look at that wonderful, what is this? Is this cop? Oh, it's more iron. It's lots of iron. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We are going to build the world's largest iron farm. Why? I don't know, but it sounds fun. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with foundation, because that's how you put your makeup on in the morning. No, I'm not going to start with foundation. I'm actually going to start with the miners. I've never done this before. Like, I've built mines and stuff. I've never built cool-looking mines. And that's what I'm going to try to do right now. And I need portable miners, so we're going to go make some portable miners. 8:30 is really early. Depends on how you look at it. What time do you wake up? My kids like to wake up at 5:30 in the morning. They're nuts. And he is young. This is true, too. And it's been getting gradually later. It used to be 8. And 8:30 is when they need to be in bed. We want them reading for a half hour to an hour. We generally let them read till about 9:30. And that's the other part of it. He loves to read. And he'll go to bed at 9:15 after extending his bedtime by some amount, and then demand to read for another 45 minutes, and that's not okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, it used to be like that, little Jacob. It's not like that anymore, thankfully. I came over here because I needed nothing that can be made there. I'm going to go here and make... It's still a craft bench. It's this one. Portable miner. We need plates and rods. Rods are over here. That's not the storage box. That's the storage box. I did have this on me. It's just not equipped. Is that what's going on? I haven't played this game for a week, and all of a sudden I can't do anything. Yeah, I'm too tired to even contemplate taking a belt out in the morning, but yeah. It used to be routinely I would wake up or I would go to bed and I'd bring the Switch with me, and then Link would come in our bedded room in the morning, get the Switch, and go back out. And it was actually a good way to know what time he was waking up in the morning, which was kind of useful. I've stopped bringing the Switch to bed, so that doesn't happen as much as it used to. But the other thing that used to happen all the time is he had a 2-hour lockout on the Switch. And if he woke up early enough, he would trip the 2-hour lockout and have to come wake me up on a Saturday morning to undo the lockout. I've since removed that lockout because COVID. But keep forgetting what I'm doing, guys. You guys have me talking about being a parent today, and it's a lot of work. It's fun, though. Go to bed 8:30 on the weekends and wake up 6:30 every day. See, that's not too bad. I don't know. I want to be clear. I don't know that I believe in any sort of set bedtime. There are days where I'm up till 4 in the morning and then I wake up 2 hours later, and there are days where I go to bed at 6 entirely exhausted and sleep till 10 the next day. Like, I do what my body says. If my body says sleep, I sleep, unless I have to stream. Then I stream because I'm insane. That's pretty much the only one. I would stay up just to stream. Okay. So we're going to put a miner right here. We can't stand in it, though. And we're going to come over here, and we're going to do the same thing right here. And then we're going to do the same thing right here. And we're going to do the same thing right here. Wait, can't afford. I'm out of the other thing. It's a lot of mining. Cheppy, by the way, if you're busy playing Pixelmon or whatever, that's fine. But if you did want to join in, you're more than welcome to. If anybody owns this game and wants to join in, just let me know. This is not a private world. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing. I'm having fun, and now I'm building something really big. That's really all I know at the moment. Well, right now it's 12:20 a.m. So you're already past that bedtime. And you know, I'll say this too. Every parent I know has made their own rules for their kids, and they've made their own decisions. And everyone, I would say, is like their kids are all turning out fine. It's probably the best way to say it. Like, it doesn't seem to matter if you have a 10 p.m. or an 8 p.m. bedtime in most cases, as long as you're kind of consistent. That's probably the biggest thing. At least in my view of things. Okay, I don't know how to do this part. So we have these 4 miners all facing the same way. I don't know if I'm ready. I want to... Maybe I should have... What if I had gone the other direction? What's this plateau look like? Also, is there a build height in this game? I don't even know. Has there ever been a day where I forgot to put the kids to bed? Yes. In fact, I don't really put the kids to bed ever anymore. The other cool thing about... Is this more iron? It is! This is more iron. It's like the world's largest iron node right here. Now I don't want to go this way because there's more iron right there. Really made a mess of things, you guys. Big mess of things. It is by definition stereotyping, little Jacob. And I'm gonna say something about that, because even if the stereotype is true, okay, even if it is true, having people raised differently and in different ways and with different beliefs, in my mind, is a very, very good thing. If we all believed the exact same thing, this would be a very dull planet, for lack of a better way to say it. I don't really like... I want like a grid. Kind of. And I see why Simland, Shattered Cubed, Rich and Cheesy, I see why you destroyed everything when I did this. Or when you did this. Yeah, you might have similar experiences. That's true, but let me give you an example from a large world thing. Okay? So, COVID has been affecting the entire world, right? Big deal. Okay? America has like what? 400,000 deaths now, give or take, sadly. I mean, I don't like to talk about it here on stream because it's sad and depressing, right? But it's what has happened. Okay. China, who is larger than us and got it before us, and all sorts of other things that should put them at somewhat of a disadvantage to us, has had, at least depending on how you look at the numbers, has had like, let's just call it 80,000 deaths the last I saw. It might be more than that, but they've been, on a percentage basis, significantly less. And you have to ask yourself why. Is it because their government is doing something better? Is it something in the water? Is it their immune system? All these things, right? And while all of those things may come into play, I believe that the number one reason why they're doing better is because their culture is completely different than American culture when it comes to taking instructions from the government. And I'm not saying that's a better or worse thing. It's a belief thing. If that makes sense. And so, if you imagine that something even worse comes along, having those different beliefs just yields different results. Is kind of the end factor in it all. So, while you may be right that maybe the stereotype is true, that methodology or whatever they're doing is causing it to yield better results in certain circumstances, and that's just it. That was part of it, Dan Gaming. But yeah, it's complicated. But for the people to even if the government had put policies in place for the citizens to accept those policies is a completely different thing, right? Like, if I'll use America as the example because we're the worst at it. It seems. If the government said to everybody, "Stay home for the next month," I don't know that we would. I really don't. Even if there were substantial penalties, I don't know that we would. I really don't know how these walls work. Maybe I should figure that out first. It's two. I don't know if 2 is high enough. Like, how high do these walls need to be? How big is the assembler? Does it tell me? Like, if I go talk to this thing, we should be talking about video games. You guys should be helping me solve all the video game problems. Japan is too. But it's a cultural thing again. It's entirely cultural. And that culture has to do with how their parents or how parents raise their kids and cultural norms and all these other things. It is amazing if you study different cultures around the world just how drastically different those norms can be, and it's not a good or bad thing. It's just different. And sometimes that's hard to see. Okay. This is where I'm confused. How do we know how tall this is? Can we measure it? Is there a tape measure? How tall does it look? What if we hit Q? Will it tell us in the Q? Like, can we... There's no height information. What's the point in having height? If height's going to be a thing, how am I supposed to know how tall it is? Okay, so this assembler is this big one. Okay, let's just... 6 shroomish? Sounds shroomy. Okay, see, that to me doesn't look... That eyeball glance doesn't look like it's going to fit. Let's build some taller walls, shall we? Also, is this pattern always going to happen? Can I choose the pattern? Wait, why did that one look that way and the other one look the other way? I'm so confused. These walls are one-sided? See, now what caused that to happen? I don't understand. Is there like a weight limit on these things? They use the same resources, so maybe it's just appearance. I don't know. I'm also going to assume that the factory floor size doesn't matter at this height. Can't afford. Let's go get some more. Doo-doo-doo. Me too, little Jacob. Me too. Okay. Can I hit the right button today, please? There we go. It's like Minecraft, but with giant factory conveyor belts. I was briefly thinking that tonight we would, you know what I just remembered? I can save time by putting this on a hotkey. Let's do that. 5. And then we'll put, oh, that was 4. Let's put this on 5. And then we need like a, I don't like ramps. Ramps are silly. Do we have a ladder? We need a ladder. Where do I get a ladder? Because I need a way to get up there now. Anybody know how to get up there? Also, I want to make it 2 floors tall. I need a ladder. Dan Gaming, you're not wrong. I work with a ton of schools, and one of the things I said when this all started was, if you've been in a school, at least in this area, in the last like few holiday seasons, the number of kids who get sent to school with the flu, with a high fever, and we're talking like they get dropped off from the car, they walk in to the building, and before even setting foot in class, they step into the school office and they say, "I don't feel so good," is staggering. Like they're during high flu season, we would easily have 2 to 3 kids a day at the start of the day say that. And we'd call their parents and they'd have to come back. We'd tell them they need to come back and get their kid, and sure enough, they'd show up 2.5 hours later because they had to go into work for 10 minutes to pick something up. Like, it's kind of sad. Like, Americans have put their priorities, and again, I'm over generalizing, but I really feel like that's the case. Like, we have a problem. Where do you get ladders? I don't have ladders. These guys jump pads? No. Scalable conveyor pole? Stackable conveyor pole? No. Seriously, where are ladders? Like, how am I supposed to climb the walls I just built? Didn't think about that, did I? Anybody know where you get portable miner? Staircases. Is that what they're called? Lookout tower, blah blah blah, logistics. Beacon. By the way, Cheppy, are you playing Pixelmon too? Just checking. Seeing what's up. Staircases. I don't even see staircases. Like, is that how far behind I am at this point? Beacon, object scanner, portal. I don't think I have an object scanner either. I suppose I could make a really big staircase. Also, I kind of want this to like be uniform. Can I? Nope. I can't. Okay, somehow I need to build something that goes way up there. So let's try... Do I have a lift? Conveyor lift yet? Maybe I'm trying to do this too soon. Oh, conveyor lift. Mark 1. Wait. That's a lift? Yeah, maybe. So we'll bring this to right here for the moment. Transport 60 resources per minute used to move resources between floors. So I want it to be on the outside of this wall. Can it only go this high? Like, I don't see any sign of it stretching out. Do I have to, like, interchange them? Is there a Mark II? I'm gonna go look for the Mark II. So, like, do they need to S curve up? Is that what happens? Conveyor belt 2, stackable. 120 used to move between floors. Yeah, so it's still exactly the same. Oh, I can stretch them? Okay. Is that like on the second click? Little Jacob, I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all. We're having really deep conversation on Tech Night. Is there a way to get this to snap? Oh, it kind of feels like it is snapping. Encroaching others' clearance. Yes, I know it's encroaching others' clearance because I want it to... I feel like I'm missing something obvious here. Encroaching others' clearance. I don't... Six. There we go. 6. You know what I'm going to do? I got a plan. Okay, I don't have a plan. I like to imagine I have a plan. It's not a very good plan, though, because I still haven't found ladders. I know Cheppy said staircase, but staircase didn't cut it for me. I'm going to build a lookout tower. I'm going to place it right next to my monstrosity, and then maybe I can jump from one to the other. That's assuming I can figure out how to climb the... Hey, see, I've invented ladders. I can clearly climb. See, look how convenient that is. Whoosh. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Let's try this again. Lots of shroomish. Is it shroomish day? I don't even know. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a storage container. And I want to put the storage container... No! Gravity works, guys. It works. Trust me. Yeah. Oops. That was a mistake. Cheppy's just sitting over there laughing at me. He's like, look at that guy struggle. I'm just kidding. I mean, Cheppy's probably laughing, but he didn't say, look at that guy struggle. Gosh. He is getting a kick at how often I fall down, though. You got 7,000 points. What you redeem? Nothing. And here's why. Also, is there a way to stop this from moving when I walk around? Or, like, go third view on it? Beautiful. Okay. Okay, we're going to do 2 for now. Mostly because I don't know how this next part's going to work out. Probably not. I'm probably going to die. Oh, I think I figured it out, Cheppy. Okay, that goes all the way into there. Okay, I like it. I like it. As a parent, would you fear for Link driving fast? Fear is not the right word. Discourage is, like, I don't know, the smart thing to do. Also, should I be leaving gaps so, like, I can work in these things? Oh, I think that hooked up already. I think I'm good. Ooh. Let's go down the safe way. How do you go down a ladder? There we go. Okay, now. Oh, what's down here? There's a big hole in the ground. I think there might be waterway down there. Say he was doing 50 and a 30. So I would hope that I taught my son, by the time he learns to drive, I would hope that I taught him that he's going to end up paying for that. Let's see. Let's hook it up way... Is there a power line over here somewhere we can plug into? Here, let's just put one there. And that's, you know, that's teaching responsibility at that point. Like, it's... Why redeem nothing? Because you never know what 100,000 bit thing that I'm going to add in the near future. There may be some really cool things. And if you don't want any of the redemptions that I currently have, then waiting might mean you get something better later on. Can't afford. Let's go get some plates. Weaving it. Yeah, see, I would tell him to stop, little Jacob. I would take away his keys, probably, if the police didn't beat me to it. I would make him pay any fines he got, and I would not pay for his lawyer fees if he did any real damage. But my hope would be that if, and this is the parent in me thinking that I'm doing a good job, my hope would be that if the police showed up on my door and said, hey, we caught your son doing 50 and a 30 today, that he would, when I asked the officer, well, why was he doing that, that the answer would be, well, because he had a friend in the back seat that needed to get to the hospital, or that, you know, something along those lines. Like, there are reasons to do things, right? Like, you don't... Sometimes speeding is acceptable. Is probably the best way to say it. Okay, so let's add another power pole. It's going pretty well, Tart Chipmunk. 18 Shroomish, nice. Like, does Shroomish evolve? I don't even remember. Like, that's good. That's good. Good berries or whatever. See, I'm actually building a factory now, an actual one. See, it's got walls and everything. I feel special. Maybe little Jacob? There's actually a joke here in the United States that the police department is funded by people who speed. So they like making their quotas, supposedly. I don't know that that's true. But, okay, so then we get a smelter. Now, can I just, like, plop this smelter? Not again. I have a problem with walking in straight lines, apparently. I have a feeling my giant factory thing here is going to fall apart on me. Like I'm forgetting some key aspect of whatever it is I'm building. Mostly because I don't know what I'm building. Nice, you already evolved it? Good. It was fun driving with it. Were they a speed demon? Hasn't been caught speeding and whatnot. Yeah, everybody will get caught eventually, though. That's kind of the way it works out. I've only been pulled over once, and I was at a stop sign. Which is kind of hilarious. I didn't get pulled over for speeding, though. I got pulled over for being someplace really late at night. Namely, a school. And they were nice about it. They just wanted to know why I was there. Yep, distance matters. I feel like there's got to be a better way to line these things up. Like my depth perception just isn't right. I think that's right. Building a giant iron mine. 'Cause you can never have too much iron, except for I don't have any electricity, so that could be a problem. Smelter. Oh, yeah. The police thought I was definitely sus. And I don't blame them. I really was. I think that's the closest I can build it, isn't it? See, I feel like that didn't line up. Oh, it didn't. Oh, that's just mean. This one was wider than this one? See, they don't give you the width and dimensions. So now I gotta move this one over. That's just mean. Mean, I say. I think that lined up, didn't it? Boom. There we go. Okay, so then I gotta go back over here. What in the world? Anybody want to mention that conveyor isn't quite hooked up right? No? Okay. Just thought you might want to know. It's okay, though. We'll make it look pretty. Fire and lockdown drills. Ah, those were always fun. Especially when it was like -15 outside and fingers were freezing, you didn't have a jacket on, fire alarm goes off. It was even more fun when they weren't drills. When they were, like kids being ridiculous. Check that out. That's gonna look cool. Okay. Let's try to run a power line like right there. This is probably going to break the power system in my base, but... Wow. It didn't. But I also haven't told these what to do. I should probably do that. Make me some iron ingots, please. Iron ingots, please. And then we need one more of these. Can I walk backwards? Not much further. I wish there was like a zoom out or... Oh, interesting. I just noticed that green line. Has that always been there? Boom! Now there's a whole bunch of iron all right there, just for me. Welcome back, Skippy. You've only had one actual fire and it was a science project? Well, you know, that's not so bad. There have been many fires in my time. Some that have been scarier than others. See, now why does that one look like it's going slow and that one's going fast? What is determining how fast they go? So this one's doing 30 per minute. This one's also doing 30 per minute. One. Oh, maybe they're the same. Maybe it's just a visual thing. Our schools are known for burnt popcorn. The kids put microwave in the popcorn for too long and then the whole place smokes up. That and laptops that start on fire. That's always entertaining. Okay, so we've built this amazing platform now of... You know what? I think we got to keep making it bigger. It's not big enough yet, right? We've only got 2 lines. We have 2 more miners to go. I feel like we gotta... I think we gotta have all the iron ingots, right? Like that's... You can't have too much iron. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep building. Oh my gosh. This new Twitch layout in my window is messing with me. You're not allowed to microwave anything? Why is that, Dan Gaming? Are you somebody who perpetually puts forks in the microwave? Don't do it. Just saying. Don't do it. It's not good for the microwave. Or the fork. You don't need to generate plasma at home. The only... Oh, you mean at school. You're not allowed to microwave anything. Yeah, we've got a school that doesn't have a hot lunch program. Actually, I have a lot of schools that don't have a hot lunch program, and they all allow microwaves so that kids can come and microwave. And they've got like 8 of them in the cafeteria. But I'd say once a month, something happens. In fact, they have a digital video art class. They have a digital video art class where they spent one of their class projects was making PSAs, public service announcements. And like half the kids made PSAs centered around how to use the microwaves to like not start them on fire. Like, if you're making ramen, pour water into your cup first. Just silly things like that. They were pretty funny, especially since literally there were kids that had done every single one of the problems that was in the PSA, which is why it was funny. You'd think people would know these things, but... Do I really need... Oh, I have one more platform worth. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Oh, I'm out of materials. We need more materials, Star Fox. I'm just going to jump. I didn't take damage there. I just got to land right there. That's the magic. Let's go find the copper farm. Rich and Cheesy is watching. I'd like to take this time to point out I'm building a factory without destroying the other factories first. That way I have resources to build the factory. Okay, sorry. You guys have no idea why I'm venting on that at the moment. You will soon enough. Don't worry. All in good time. Burning Chris with a Bunsen burner? I actually never did that. I know what happens, but I never did that. Burning the fats in a potato chip, as we call them. The potato chip. I was trying to figure out today, and Cheppy, I'd really like your opinion on this, but I know you're busy. I want to know what our next adventure map should be, and I think I want to make it based on a story or mythology of some sort. I just don't know what. I want something that will be popular, but not going to get me in trouble from a intellectual property rights. So I can't do like Harry Potter, but I could do wizards, but there's already wizards. You know, that kind of thing. Like what could we do? What theme sounds good? Vampires, maybe? Should we make a vampire? Link would love a vampire map. That's not a bad idea. Just throwing out ideas. Other ideas for an adventure map. One time a kid put spirit on it, and the flame became huge. Like alcohol. Pokemon would be copyrighted. Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda. I like the added O. See, here's the thing. We want to build. So holiday hijinks, really, I mean, other than some family-friendly proprietary type stuff, really not loaded down with anything copywritten. Like, I could see that, other than that it's so proprietary that that Microsoft would not like it. But we want to make something that Microsoft will enjoy, something of our own branding. But I think if we based it on some mythology or ethos that's already out there, that it might yield better results. I don't know. Just a thought. One of the other ideas I had, and again, I don't know that it's a good one, but it intrigued me, was a global warming one. I'm not sure what that would look like yet, but it intrigued me. Something where like the water level would be impacted. Why is that not buildable? Oh, I don't have pipes now. I got all the resources but the pipes. How many pipes are in this cabinet? I'll just take these. White spirit. Interesting. Man, that's something that I feel like kids aren't going to get or haven't gotten as much. Like, I don't know how much movie watching kids are getting to do during COVID. Like, you'd always get to watch movies like on substitute days. You know what I'm talking about? Was it because I built this one first? Gosh, learn to build. You're better than this. Like, at some point, will they, like, give me a pattern tool or something? Where I can develop patterns in my wiring? Watch this blow the breaker. Nope, not yet. We're not done yet. And we're not out of power yet. Over and over in school. Yep, exactly. Every day. Wait, did I connect this one to the wrong pole? Is that what's going on? That is what is going on. Go away, power line. I have a system. You are connected to this one. And you are then connected to this one. How you feeling about my factory building here, Rich and Cheesy. Are you happy with it? Is this much better than my previous build format? I'm trying to live up to your expectations. That's what I'm doing here. I should see your solo. Hey, it's Essie Lessie. How are the cool cats doing today? Hello, David V. Kimball. How's it hanging? What were you guys doing today? Welcome on in. We have been talking today about parenting. Deep conversation. Even though the kid is right, it doesn't mean that the parent's wrong. That's been the theme of today's conversation. You can't go down ladders backwards. I've learned something. What's the naughtiest thing I've done in school? I never did anything naughty in trouble. I never. The only time I ever got in trouble was when other people got in trouble. And it was never me. And you think I'm joking. I'm not. Actually, that's not true. I did get in trouble when I was younger, mostly for fighting with my sister. There's something I haven't talked about on stream. You can go down ladder. Well, I can't go down ladders backwards, apparently. I don't have that skill. You guys ever played this game, David? Satisfactory. It's like Minecraft, except you're building factories, and it's not like Minecraft at all. I don't know. We're calling it Tech Tuesday around here now. It's the day that I build technical things. Oh, look at that. It's kind of got a dual layer thing going. And try to blow a fuse here. Too much electricity. Hey, another miner comes online. Yeah, it's pretty. If you've ever played Factorio, it's very, very similar to Factorio. You've been watching, but also helping my kids get on Minecraft Realm. Nice, awesome. Thanks for doing that. Our realm or a different realm, Jorah? Oh, interesting, little Jacob. That would probably create drama in most of the schools I work for. Oops, I just disconnected the power pole that was connecting everything. That was probably not the smartest decision from a factory standpoint. But yeah, you gotta manage your resources, you gotta manage flow rates, like how much comes in, and like the goal is to like keep upgrading your equipment and get bigger equipment and better equipment and not run out of power, and then eventually you try to make things look cool. And by look cool, I mean orderly, because let's be honest, it's a factory. It's probably not going to look that cool. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I don't know how fun it is to watch, but the chat seems to be doing okay. Sometimes the sub even gives us the wrong assignments if they have multiple. This is true. I've had that happen before. Play mine without them. Fair enough, Jorah. We were also trying to figure out what theme the next adventure map we make will be, and I'd like it to be something that's not copywritten. That's the other topic at the moment. Well, let's just do that. No, I go back and read. I'm like constantly scanning up and down chat the entire time. See you later, little Jacob. Thanks for the conversation. Yeah, I get lost in chat. What happened to these miners? Oh, I forgot to plug them back in. They're disconnected at the moment. Where is their power pole? We'll connect to that one. There we go. Now they're all back online. Let's go up top and see how it looks from up there. Yeah, it has to, like, go completely off my screen. Also, Rich and Cheesy, thanks for the 4-month sub. That was like 3 minutes ago. Yes, Rich and Cheesy said, you totes got in trouble. I was there for it. This is true. But it was not me causing the trouble. I was watching the trouble, and I'm the one who got in trouble. It was very tragic. Even after the two people who were doing the thing that got in trouble said that I was not involved in any way, I still got in trouble. That's how epically awesome it was. But that's a good example in respecting your elders. Just saying. Like, I accepted the fact that I got in trouble after protesting. But the funny part is my parents didn't come down. Like, so this is the flip side. The school gave me a punishment, but my parents didn't come down on me for it. So that's a whole nother thing. Okay, so we've got iron, you guys. Yeah, exactly, poor me. Look at, we've gone up. Look at this. Look at this giant. Look at that. 4 iron thingies all going up. It's beautiful. You can just watch them until the power runs out. But when the power's running, it's awesome. They come up here, they go into the storage containers, then they go into the smelters, and then they go into the storage containers, and then they just kind of stop because I haven't figured out what comes next. So I gotta have them make things now. I still think it's working pretty well, though. We should probably go refill the power generators because the power just ran out. I don't think it was an overload. So what was SE doing today? I'm sorry if you guys have already left. Let me scroll back up. Did I miss it? Cool cats are here. Shout out SE. Legend of Zelda OOT. What were you doing in OOT? If you're still watching. If you're not, that's okay too. Were you just playing? Just jamming? Chilling? Speed running? Doing the mini game? I always love the mini game where you trade things. You know, where you have to, like, bring a chicken to somebody, and then the chicken person gives you, like, a hat, and then you got to bring the hat to somebody. Like, every Zelda game has some variation on that, and I always love that. I love running across the map to do those weird things. Yeah, Jabu. Yeah. That's me. That and standing in Gerudo Valley listening to the music. I also love doing that. Awesome HD texture. I might have to check that out. I don't do enough emulation, modding stuff. I really don't. I don't know how many of these are tripped. Is it just that one that's tripped? How did that run out of fuel? Oh. Must be another one still. That one has fuel. Oh, we just don't have enough power. See, so this is the power management thing. So this is how much power my base is using. And this line right here is how much I'm capable of producing. And if the line hits that line, the whole system goes offline. Which is why we're currently offline. Your factory is offline because you ran out of power. More power! Power. Biomass burner. Boom. Boom. There we go. Then we connect the biomass burner to a power pole. Then we connect the power pole to another power pole. Then we walk up to the biomass burner. We put lots of biomass in there, made of leaves and flowers and small little rabbits. And we turn the whole thing on. Side quests are great. Does that mean you like Majora's Mask? Oh, so yes and no. That is, yes. I did like the map or the mask collection thing. I like that a lot, and I did like the repetitive nature of it. For whatever reason, though, I always had a hard time with getting to endgame on Majora's Mask. And it wasn't that the game was hard, it's just it didn't hold my attention for whatever reason. So endgame Majora's Mask was kind of not my thing. I'd like running around and exploring and waiting for time to run out and that kind of thing. But I should click the power on the power monitor a lot. What's the power monitor? Is there a power monitor somewhere that I don't know about for me? Is that like V or something? What's V? No, that's the zapper one. Oh, like when I go into this thing? Right here? Okay. Dots pretzels are still hard to find on the East Coast? Yeah. I'm gonna shut that one off. Too many new games to play old ones in my book. There is, yeah. That's the whole problem with Steam, right? You get all these games on Steam sales and never play them. This is kind of, and then somebody tells you need to buy another game, so you buy that game and you play it with them, and then they tell you got to play a different game. Can I use this to get up myself? Can I ride that? I want to ride it. Nope. That's lame. I can ride the conveyor belts, but I can't ride the elevators. Do. So, David, what do you have going on stream tonight? Do you have anything planned? I'm assuming you're streaming shortly. Is it Smash Brothers night? Is it Pikmin night? I don't even know. I didn't look at your schedule for this week. I'm sorry. I should do that. Good streamers look at other streamers' schedules, especially if there's a high probability that they'll raid them. I don't know if that's true. I'm kind of making this stuff up as I fall to the ground again. I think we need more platforms. Magica. Oh, that should be a blast. Casting spells on one another. So, which one of you gets the privilege of blowing the other people up constantly? Because that's the best part of that game. Casting spells on your friends. Assuming I'm not mixing the games up in my head with another game. I'm pretty sure I'm talking about the game that I mean to be talking about. Because Magicka is the one where you, like, mix the spells together, right? And then... Oh. Then why am I talking, David? You gotta warn me about that kind of thing. No. Just know you can cast spells on your friends, and it's fun. Give Donnie a nice lightning bolt for me when you figure out how. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Rich and Cheesy. It's a good game. I was looking for my concrete. I gotta go get more concrete in this mess of a factory. See, this is how this game goes, right? So here's everything over here is what happens when you just throw things on the ground and hope that they all work out together. And so far, it's generating the resources I need to build things that actually look like that, which is a factory. So we're making improvements. Yes. But give Donnie a good lightning bolt, and when it happens, say JJ made me do it. That's what you got to do right there, David. Like, as soon as you figure out how to cast lightning on him, do it, and then say JJ made me do it. That way they can't blame you for what ends up happening. Okay, so let's keep making this platform. We're like really close to the space elevator now. I may have to move the space elevator. Can you move? Yeah, you can move the space elevator, can't you? Oh no! Speak of the... I'm there. I can't build it. It's touching the space elevator. Oh, one problem at a time. Okay. We need constructors now. We need to build something useful out of iron ingots. Uh-oh. Are these things even wider? They are! You guys didn't warn me. You know what, though? It's okay. Because... Okay, I don't know why it's okay. I'm making that up. I was going to say we go vertical. We could go down. Is it time to go down? Decisions. Oh, thank you, David. Thanks for me, Rich and Cheesy. Thank you for the assistance in not telling me before I built 4 of them. I don't want to move them all again. I feel like they need to be up here, right? Like, go 3 tiers and space them out above. I mean, let's just talk about what that would mean, right? So, if we ramp them up, they come over here, we go through there, and then we use the lifts to go back down again, and then we run them back down through the wall where the assemblers are. So we'll put the assemblers all down here then, on ground level. I think that makes sense. And then this can be the assembly floor. It could work. Yeah, no, I mean, I could absolutely just stare at this grid and figure out where. What really bothers me is that they don't tell you. They tell you flow rates, but they don't tell you the dimensions of anything. So how are you supposed to know how big things are? See, I can't even put walls here. Well, that's just mean. I also haven't figured out how to build ladders yet, which is very tragic. Can I build through walls? I don't even know. Where's the lift thingy? Logistics. Lift. I'm guessing I can't do that. Like, I need to buy like a hole in the wall or something. Oh, the ladder's in the awesome shop? I don't have the awesome shop yet. Not even close to having the awesome shop yet. Yes, I know. I'm familiar with what the awesome shop is. I'm just not awesome enough to have an awesome shop. Okay. We're just gonna keep building out, I think, for the moment. I'll regret my decisions later. Oh, okay. I feel like we got to look at the constructor real quick. Let's go get a constructor. Is this a constructor? This looks like a constructor. It's got a lot of Christmas tree branches in it. Goodbye. Where's the Christmas tree storage container? There we go. Boom. Okay. There are special walls that you need. Okay, so that's sad too. You think I'm awesome enough for the awesome shop? Well, thank you, Rich and Cheesy. I will get an awesome shop one day. Actually, am I awesome enough? I might be. Nope. Not awesome enough. Not yet. Okay. So we're going to build one of the constructors up here just for a second. We're just going to put it right there for now. You're like, that's a horrible spot for one. Yes, it is. It's not going to stay. We need to look. So, according to this, we can do... I don't know how to read these. It needs 30 iron per minute, which that's the output. All right, like let's go look at the smelters. 1 iron ore puts out.
It is.
Yep. Okay. Hey, for me, welcome. Now I can bounce my ideas off a wall and chat. Beta isn't streaming again tonight. He's not streaming tonight. Poor Beta. Why not?
What are you talking about?
Dan Gaming just said Beta isn't streaming.
About.
I don't know what. Did he just announce it? Did he say why? Is he okay? That's all I care about. Is he okay? I always worry when streamers that have a regular schedule cancel. I mean, it's not necessarily any of my business, but I worry. I worry about David. I worry about Essie. I worry about that I haven't seen Ben in like 3 weeks. That one's I want to send him like a get well card or something, but his Discord says he's getting better, so that's good. But I miss Ben. I miss all these people. You know how many amazing people there are in Family Friendly Live that have become like my COVID nighttime family. It's a thing. Family Friendly Live is a thing. It's awesome. Okay, sorry, I got lost in talking about how I worry. Yeah, I'm hoping he's okay, David. I know. I mean, like I said, if you checked his Discord, he sounds like he's on the mend, but we worry about these things. It's important. Okay, so this one does 15. So we need 2 of those for the thingy. Because thingy is a technical term, right? So 2, that's a 2 to 1. What about screws here? Screws... Wait, now that's even more confusing. Screws take in pipes, so we're not gonna talk about pipes yet. Now we're getting into technical stuff. Copper sheets take in copper, which we don't have in this fun thing. So iron. So are these the only 2 that take in iron? Iron plates and iron rods? There's no other iron. Currently, he says. Currently. So.
Yep.
What do we want? So we're getting...
It's a safe bet for a while. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. So we're getting an output of 20 parts per minute out of that one. We get 15 parts per minute out of that one, so 30. We're gonna need... I'm just trying to think down the where this is going. So then screws gets us 40 parts per minute from 10. So we'd like to have a multiple of 10. Actually, it doesn't need to be a multiple of 10. We just need to have the excess flowing off into a storage container. Which actually, that brings up a good question for me. Specifically, how does the conveyor splitter... Initially, it'll divide them equally, I'm guessing. And then... But if you're dividing...
And if it can't go one way, it will send all of it, or it'll divide to the other 2 equally, and then if only one of them is available, it'll send to 1. And then if it's none are available, then it'll just stop.
Okay, so let me ask this question.
Okay.
If you have a splitter tied to pipes, which generates 15, okay?
Rods? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but it's generating rods. So it's generating 15 per minute or whatever unit of time it is.
Yep.
And it sends, okay, beta's now streaming. See, Dan Gaming, you got me all worried. It just wasn't 7:30 yet, was it? It's not even 7:30 yet. Why do you got me worried, Dan Gaming? I know beta's got... He's not even supposed to be live for another 4 minutes. Sorry. And the rant. Okay, so 15 goes in. If you put 2 storage containers on it, I'm assuming that you end up with roughly 7.5 going to both. Does that sound accurate?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, if you put a storage container and a constructor, and the constructor's making nails, which requires 10 per minute. Oh, hi, Chippy. It requires 10 per minute. You're getting 15.
Yep.
But the conveyor so in a normal split mode, you're going to get 7.5 going both ways. So are you actually
Correct.
shortchanging the constructor?
You are, and there is a workaround for it
Don't
using a merger.
placing them. Oh, so you have to do both.
Because what you can do is you split it off and then you split and rejoin it again. So you'll get 10 and 5. That being said, it is usually the best to do your smelter into a storage into the constructor, because then your excess is already being built up in your constructor or in your storage.
New
So
recipe unlocked.
Oh, thanks, Jeppy. Yeah, which is what I've done here. I've got all of these going straight into storage because I've come to the conclusion that anytime you build something, you should put storage containers between everything, just because it's nice.
and that's definitely not bad for the early game, because handcrafting is still viable.
That's fair. Yep.
But once you get into the higher tiers of stuff, that's there are some things that you definitely want to keep, but stuff like iron ingots, it's not worth it at all.
And I can understand not keeping them, but it acts as
it's a buffer for right now, for sure.
Yeah, it acts as a pretty solid buffer, especially when things go wrong. So,
I mean, we have buffers even in our save right now that are. We don't have iron proper, but we have iron plates and rods and that kind of stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. Hey, Gold Carnival, thanks for the follow 13 minutes ago. If I already said that, I'm sorry. I'm repetitive. I do that kind of thing, and I appreciate all of you who follow me and subscribe and all that awesome thing. You want to hear an interesting stat for me? It's not that interesting, or Cheppy for that matter. We are almost about to 25,000 views.
Wow,
That's a lot of views.
That is a lot.
that's a lot of views.
I'm excited. I don't know. Maybe we don't celebrate anything around here all that often. I might celebrate that one. I don't know why.
This mineral shows purity levels akin to synthetic quartz manufactured on Earth.
Oh,
and
did you
can be
find
used to improve communication and exploration
whatchamacallit?
technologies.
Yep,
A
I
new
found
research
quartz.
tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Cool. Okay, so we need back to doing math because everybody loves math on stream, right? Sounds good, Dan Gaming. Enjoy beta. What before you leave, tell me what beta's streaming tonight. It's Tuesday. I don't know. Is he calling Nabisco tonight is the question. Because if he's calling Nabisco, we might end early.
It says Sonic the Hedgehog.
Says Sonic. Okay, so he's probably not calling
It
Nabisco
does.
tonight. We'll see what happens.
One never knows.
Yep, one there. I'll probably end up
Playing
missing it.
Sonic 06 for the first time.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Today's Tuesday, right?
Indeed.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Tech Tuesday. It's Tech Tuesday. Just use the stream schedule to remember what day it is. That's the trick to all this. Hey Astro, welcome on in. You're new to it. It's an interesting. I'm relatively new too. We're only at tier 2 at the moment. But I'm starting to build actual factories. So this is my supply depot at the moment down here. But right here is the factory. This is the optimized, spaced out perfectly, nice and level, 4 veins of iron crazy being loaded in. Okay, it's not if trust me, it's not that impressive, but it's getting there. There are people out there, I'm sure, that have built like 10 million mine iron craziness. And this one's going to cap out at being 6, I think, because I only see 2 more iron mines right here. Maybe I'll bring the iron mine that I've got over there, too. Maybe it'll cap out at 8, but...
There's 3 more over here. One is normal. Oh, there are 3 normal ones.
Cool.
It's not bad.
What-
That's still 30.
When you say
Yeah.
normal, what do you mean by normal?
So
Like-
the ore deposits have different quality,
Really?
and
Impure, normal, and pure.
yeah, so depending on which quality they are, the more resources you get out with the miner.
Do you need a different miner? Or...
Nope.
No, it's the same
Really?
miner.
So For iron, I think it's impure on a Mark 1 is 15, normal is 30, and pure is 60.
Okay, so like all of these are probably on normal, given that they look like they're all
I believe
producing
all
the
those
same
are
amount.
normal. Yeah.
I thought they were impure.
Those don't look like 15. 'Cause those are half on a Mark 1.
I don't know. 60, 90,
And Mark 1s
120?
are 60.
Or 30, 60, 90 is what Rich and Cheesy is saying. See, I didn't...
I gotta go find the miner.
Whee! I can go down and look at the miner. Oh, I'm gonna try to go down the ladder backwards. Oh, it didn't work. Second time I've failed to go down the ladder backwards. But welcome on in, Astro Dummy. Thank you for the follow. We're Minecraft and Nintendo and lover of Dots Pretzel stream. Dots Pretzels, the pride of Dakota. Eat these things.
Yep.
They're not normal pretzels. Did you just say ick?
No.
I hope not.
I was gonna... Yeah, never mind.
Ick.
Ick. No.
Ick. To Dots Pretzels.
Rich and
Ick.
Cheesy is correct. I don't know what I was thinking.
So this one's doing... This says 30 per minute.
So
So
it's impure.
So it's
On
impure.
impure, so 30, 60, 90 is right.
So I'm going to check all these now. 30. Are these all impure? Because that's oddly convenient for me.
Like
yeah,
30?
they're all impure
Sweet.
because it's a big node there.
There's lots of nodes. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
okay. I'm okay with that though, because 30 is a nice number to work with, because you don't need to split it. So that explains on one of the worlds why I did have to split it to smelt fast, and why I didn't have to split it on another world. Or another spot.
Mhm.
I'm beginning to understand. Okay. Understanding.
Ooh, we found a cave.
Where are the kids? I have no idea. They're not here. Here, I'll prove it. They're not here. See? The couch is empty. They're not even in the room. Look at that. It's a bare empty couch. Look at nothing. 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 Also, cleanest that floor has been in like 6 months. I'm telling you right there. It's got a space heater on it. Also, that thing covering the cables, that black thing, that stuff is awesome, by the way. I love it. That is
Oh, track.
Like cable channel.
it's Velcro cable channel. And
Nice.
it's got Velcro on both sides. You lay it down, cut it to length. Oh, it's beautiful. You can vacuum over it. It doesn't come up. Great stuff. If you ever need to do cable management on carpeting or like anything, then see, look at all the junk over there. See, isn't this? It's kind of cool that I moved the camera over here, right? Because now I can like point it at the kids and like get it where it needs to go. I don't know. I'm being weird. And there's the Lego TV and the Lego Nintendo. And there's the TV the kids play on. You guys never really get to see that. It's all the way over there. They're not here. See? It's just and it's dark out there. Look at the door is even open, which means it's getting cold in here. It's a whole nother thing.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Back to the game. Okay, so we gotta get back to doing maths here. So we know that one of these is going to be iron plates, like that. That just seems to be a given, right? So one constructor, and we're gonna put it all the way over. We're gonna go a little further just so we have room to work. And I need more reinforced iron plates. We've had this problem before. What are you up to, Cheppy, since you are in this world, apparently?
I was just killing a bunch of things.
Fun, fun.
Getting resources.
Do you
Oh, not enough room.
want a task? Because I can give you a task.
If you want to.
Good job, Eloise. Eloise just came down, said she was done with school, so that's good. I forgot that Eloise still had schoolwork to finish, so that was what she was working on. And she had dance tonight. The task I was going to give you is turn in resources.
Turn them in? Sure.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we have enough to complete a number of milestones, and I've just been fixated on building that I haven't gotten around to actually doing it. So they just need to be gathered from their various bins, which that might be half the battle. It'll be like a find the button challenge. You'll have to find the buttons if you're looking for something to do. If you want to build, feel free to build too. If you want to have Cheppy's base and out-generate me and build a giant factory without me knowing it, feel free. Feel free to steal whatever resources.
I already have it.
Maybe you have. I don't know.
No, I haven't.
That'd be cool.
Oof.
I just to be clear, I'm in support of this. If you wanna come build a factory for me, feel free. If anybody else has the game and wants to come build a factory, feel free. We'll get you in. You have a factory somewhere in this world that I don't know about?
Obviously.
Oh, interesting. You're not even in the game.
I'm in right now. Can't you see it?
No, you're trolling me. That's what the young kids say. You're trolling me.
A little bit. I'm playing on my own.
Dun, dun, dun. That's fair.
Which we're done with research, Cheppy.
Nice.
Yeah. Until next update.
So I
gotta say, I've gotten pretty good at the Xenozabber.
On the Zapper, not even the Basher. Oh.
No. I took down 3 of the little flame shooting guys without taking any damage.
Nice.
Did you guys get the holiday thing all completed?
No.
Not even close.
Not even close.
You got further than us. And by us, I mean Cheppy.
Yeah, I was doing it on the other world.
Nice. What's the realm that I can join with your channel points? Click the channel points, redeem, and join for... Yes, that is true. And then I have to get you in. I will need your Xbox username to get you in there. And you need to understand, Kingping, that is a ultra family-friendly realm. No griefing, no stealing, no destroying. It's straight-up survival, ultra family-friendly. That's
Bedrock.
Also Bedrock, which I'm pretty sure Kingping knows, because Kingping joined the Anarchy server yesterday.
Ah.
See, I remember.
I found a present.
I remember everybody that visits stream.
Not enough space.
Good job.
Too bad.
I did find it funny that the presents were still in the game. I don't think they're dropping anymore,
Yeah.
but they are still here.
Clean up time. Can you buy one gift and gift it to Kingping? Are you talking about redeeming Skippy? No, but King should have 500 pretzels by now, not? King, you followed. That's like 300. Did you spend them on something? And you were here for the raid. I like it a lot, Jorah. I like it a lot. We've got this world going for stream, and then we've got a YouTube series with 9 to 5 Studios that's working on one that'll be coming out soon. That is probably funnier than what I'm doing right now, and more focused. A lot more focused. I'm all over the place when I stream.
Rebar gun.
Who gave Cheppy a rebar gun?
No one yet.
Ah, and there is the redeem. Okay, let me try to do this real quick for you. Let me get you into the world. Yes, hype indeed. Hype indeed.
Can I put ore into the miners?
Or into the... No.
I can.
You can?
Yes. You can put it in the output.
Nice. Do. You know what I just realized? We still have another emote to figure out.
Yeah, we do.
Did we haven't even decided what it is yet.
Well, you made the help otters one.
Yeah. I don't
You
know.
didn't like that one?
I don't know if it's worthy of Twitch. That's the thing. I don't know if it's worthy of Twitch. I want this 5th emote to be epic.
I mean,
I want
you
it to
can
be.
always change it, right? You have instant approval.
This is true. It can be changed later. But I'd like it to be something that when sorry, I'm trying to figure out where the Minecraft window is here, and it's being silly. See, black screen. Where is Minecraft? Where is Minecraft?
Da, da, da.
Java Minecraft, Satisfactory. It's not... You know what? We're just going to put the Satisfactory back on the screen, and we're just going to do this without you guys seeing me do it. It's just easier. What do you do after you redeem? You wait another 30 seconds for me to finish doing what I'm doing. I'm inviting you. I wasn't in Minecraft.
How do you emote? Oh, there's crouch. Crouch sliding. I totally forgot about that.
Be careful, you'll try to do it in Minecraft and it won't work.
T is emote.
Perfect.
Okay, Supreme, you
Yeah.
should now have an invite. It's an envelope in the upper left-hand corner of your title screen. You should have access to the world. Enjoy, have fun. Be kind, help otters. Okay, what was I doing, Sheppy? I was making wires.
Found an Easter egg, but I have no idea what it means.
Oh, where? I like Easter eggs. It's not even Easter yet. Where is it? Where's the Easter egg? Is it in the bedroom?
It's inside the hab.
The toilet ballroom with the picture poster?
It may not even be an Easter egg.
It's been here for a while.
Probably.
It's not entirely family friendly. Sorry if you had to see that. I'm family friendly though. Just remember that. I'll protect you.
I didn't even read it.
Well, see, Cheppy, you led me astray and you didn't even know it. It's okay.
I saw words like, I don't want to read.
Too much work.
I understand.
Okay, we need a constructor. Okay, we're gonna build it.
Can you make multiple maps?
I don't see why not.
Alright, quartz. Alright, hard drives.
Okay.
Hey, there's a slug over here.
So somehow I built 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these things. I don't really know why. But I do know that this one goes to that one.
You needed 5, didn't you?
I don't really know. This one goes to this one. Oh, no. Am I going to need more plates or pipes, do you think? Pipes? Because pipes make nails, pipes make pipes. Pipes are useful.
Blades make blades.
I know, but... No?
I'd say probably 3 plates to, well, 4 pipes.
I'm going to give it some thought while I build
Yeah.
storage containers.
4, yeah.
Alright, you told me to turn stuff in.
I offered it as something to do. It wasn't meant to be like when you used to be an employee of mine, like when I would say like go do this. It wasn't meant to be like that. It was You didn't get the invite? It should be on your title screen. Hello, Matt Spike. Welcome on in to my
Hey.
favorite guy who's streamed drinking a cocoa bomb on stream and M-berries. See how specific I got with that? Justin bossing people. No, this is what I always do. I live to boss people
Oh, hey, I
around.
need more of these things.
Except Cheppy. I don't boss Cheppy around. I ask Cheppy kindly. I'm like, yo, Cheppy, kindly do this.
Sure.
1,
2, 3.
I'm so confused. Okay, maybe I do want 2 plates. Oh, I was building storage. I remember what I was doing now. But
Do you have screws somewhere?
yes, they are not where poor me is currently looking. So they're
Really?
they're on the opposite side of the thing, right where I'm looking. It's that storage container right there,
Okay, thanks.
over by the copper.
I see him.
Cheppy is nice. How did UHC go last night? I was lurking for a good portion of it. It seemed like it was a little quieter of a night last night, and I wanted to join in, but I had to work. I had to work. Like, I was going to regret life decisions if I didn't work.
Pocket dimension has been inflated.
Space elevator offline.
No.
We weren't ready
New
for it yet
resource
anyway.
Added to the resource scanner.
Also,
Quartz.
this does not belong here. Okay. And then, let's get them in line. There we go. Couldn't concentrate, so you left. I can understand that.
It was getting a
New
big
object
hectic.
added to the object scanner.
What was making it so hectic?
I don't know. Just a lot of. We had a bunch of people talking in voice comm.
Do.
Where are those flower petals? I saw some laying on the ground somewhere.
I think they're between the power generators and the one thing.
Yep, found them.
Also, I appear to be stuck. How do you get out of... Oh, there it goes. Okay. So now I've got storage containers and all of those connected. So these need to be divided into 2. So technically I need one more still. Right? Because they're each going to go to... Wait, pipes? I get so confused. Pipes take 15, right? So 2 to 1. That sound right? Anybody want to disagree with me? Now's a
Nope.
good time. Okay. I mean, you could disagree with me. I wouldn't.
Except they're not pipes, but whatever.
What are they?
Rods.
You make
There
it-
are pipes later.
There are pipes.
This is true. There are pipes later.
Actually, there are pipes. Well, yeah.
We're not there
There
yet.
didn't used to be pipes. And then there was pipes.
Milestone reached. Biofuel will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in
8.
biofuel production, you are now
Bi-
capable of removing foliage
Cheppy's
that consists
upgrading everything.
primarily of wood.
Oh yeah.
Additionally,
This is a
R&D
very helpful
inflated
one.
your pocket dimension.
Wait, that's a merger. I don't want a merger. I want a splitter.
Sorry, Kingpin, you don't have the code for it. It's just whatever's at the end of the URL.
That's Anarchy. He's
Yeah, no, he's
or
you have to
Stream
use
Realm.
the invite.
Yeah, you have to use the invite.
Hold on though. I can try to resend it. Sometimes they get canceled.
Ooh, do we want the awesome shop?
Rich and
We
Cheesy
don't have
says
any
that's
awesome
how.
tickets though.
Rich and Cheesy says that's how you get. What do you call them? Ladders.
letters.
Yeah, maybe.
Indeed.
Screws. Need some plates. Oh, we need the stitched iron plates. That's what we need.
Gotta go exploring.
Okay, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
So then.
Have you explored it all, Justin?
Explored it all?
Yeah.
No, not even close.
Ah. That is a useful thing to do.
To explore the entire map, is that possible?
Yeah. It's finite and yeah.
That sounds like
I
a
don't-
long. Like I've explored a good amount in the other game, and I don't even think I'm remotely close to it. Like
You don't
having-
need to explore the whole map, but going around and looking for stuff is helpful.
Let me ask this question: is there a map?
There is.
Later on. Tier 8.
Actually, no.
Tier
Wait,
8.
oh, no, it's a MAM upgrade.
It is a MAM upgrade. You need. If you have found quartz, you can get it.
Whoa! What was that quick search thing I just popped onto my screen?
I have no idea. I've never seen that before.
I was loading Minecraft and I hit. I want to say I hit M. I'm not sure. But somehow, M. I think
No, it was N.
it was N. Interesting.
It was N.
What does it search?
Oh, you can just quick craft from there.
Dude, what?
So like type something in,
Okay,
like a constructor.
I will in a second. You don't even need the constructor? You don't need a table?
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't know that.
That seems broken.
Why?
Wait, no. This is like a recipe thing.
Oh, it's just a recipe?
Yeah.
You don't have to be at a
Yeah.
table, though? That's what I'm trying to get at. You don't have to...
For the ones
Well,
that don't require the
this is
table,
a-
you don't need a table.
It's the build menu, like your queue menu. Right?
Yeah.
Queue menu.
But then it shows like stuff like the beacon. It shows the ingredients for it.
Okay, Supreme, I sent the invite again, so check your home screen. Okay, I'm going to type in cow. Constructor, okay. So I click on constructor. Oh, interesting. It's kind of like Siri, except it's not
A
Siri.
little bit.
Okay, what do I need? 300 of those.
I need another constructor right
200
here.
of those. 300 pipes. 2, 3.
There we go.
Some plates.
You know, I wanted this to look all pretty, but I no longer care. That's my... Actually, I do care. I'm just not going to fix the other one. Okay, so now all these things go into here. And we should get power poles going.
Milestone reached. Improved versions of conveyor belts and conveyor lifts are now accessible. To encourage additional verticality, conveyor poles now have a stackable variant.
Ooh, I don't think we have rotors yet.
Yes, we do.
We do.
Yep.
Sweet.
We don't have a ton of them. I think there are 50 of them at the moment. They are...
Were they just like from the
I think they are under me.
advent calendar?
No. We made them. So yeah, the assembler is right here underneath the shadow of my factory platform, and it's the output was rotors. So if you find the assembler, you'll find the rotors. Yep, you're at the assembler. At least that's the way it
63.
should be. Now, originally, I had made those rotors for the space elevator, but
Oh yeah. Well,
Since-
we can use it for the space elevator.
no, I mean like to feed the space elevator. But seeing as there is no space elevator anymore, I've decided that it's acceptable to use them for whatever purpose we may need them.
Oh, well, this thing ran out of screws. That's why I stopped producing.
Trying to be very precise with my wiring here. Boom. I don't think you need to add me. It should just show up as an envelope on your title screen. That's all I've ever had to do in the past. For people. Oh, this one's not right. But I really like the way that flowed. That's okay, we'll just install a second power pole right here.
And you can merge these together, you know,
Merge what together? The outputs?
the various lines and inputs. Yeah.
Wait. Yeah. No, eventually...
Okay.
Eventually, I think that's what's happening. But I'm trying to... Like, I'm going for a 100% efficient system. I don't know how feasible that is, but that's what I'm going for.
It is entirely feasible until tier 6. In which case it gets very, very, very hard.
I accept the difficulty.
Okay. Because you're dealing with liquids at that point.
Yes, it works on Switch, and it's still the same thing. It's an envelope in the upper left corner of the Switch. I'm certain of it. Because that's how we got Link into the realm. I can check to see if it canceled out the invite again. Let me look. So
Alright, where is the closest quartz?
I'm going to back out. And I'm just going to confirm your name here one more time because I still have it up here. Supreme Savage 762. Members. Supreme Savage. It shows you're invited. Supreme. And there's no E in Savage. So Supreme Savage. Yeah.
Holy
762.
cow. 1900 blocks away.
For what?
Or meters away. That's where the closest rock quartz is.
I think the real question is where is all the coal?
Oh, coal. Let's see.
The
We don't have
nearest
that
is
unlocked yet.
probably
We
by
don't.
the lake.
Yeah, we don't have it unlocked yet, but finally showed up. Nice. Okay. So iron plates. Then this one is going to be iron plates. Then this one is going to be iron rods. Then this one's going to be iron rods. Then this one's going to be iron rods. Then this one's going to be iron rods. And we're probably out of electricity now. It's hard to say.
Let's check. Yes.
And there it went. Oops. It was so pretty, though. 4 miners, 6 constructors, 100% efficient. And we were just getting to the fun part of even doing more with it. I don't know what the more was, but it was coming. We were getting there. I suppose I should work on the power problem. Right? That's what comes next. We should build like a platform for power generation somewhere.
This is a good idea.
Do we want jump pads or the awesome shop next?
I think the awesome shop sounds more awesome, but
Okay.
okay, here's what I'm going to do. We don't have... Is there a rule about how far the you can go with these platforms before they need support?
Nope.
It's like Minecraft.
Gravity.
Who needs physics?
One part one I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Where's the concrete?
The concrete is over here. It's coming off the backside, kind of over by the Christmas tree.
I'm so lost.
I don't blame you, which is why we're working on improving the
Ah, I
efficiency of
found
our
it.
systems.
Oh, I need 400 concrete.
Is there a way to like I don't know. Build a it doesn't matter, I guess.
Oh, what?
Well, I was
Interesting.
thinking about the biomass burners here, and I was trying to come
The
up with
launch button.
an easy way to handle this. That's okay. We're just gonna do it like
The
this
launch
then.
button still has the Christmas sleigh on it.
Mm-hmm.
Milestone reached. You have been given early access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on exoplanets.
So what are
Awesome
you
machine.
trying to go for?
Funneling parts into
Biomass?
awesome resource sink,
Well,
depending
so,
on their
Cheppy,
amount and complexity, will grant you
did I
coupons
see
and
correctly
awesome
that you
stores, which
researched
can be
advanced
exchanged for bonus
biomass or whatever?
rewards.
Yeah.
Okay,
Examples of
but we
bonus
don't
rewards
actually have the
are
advanced
parts,
biomass
walls,
making thing
factory
yet, right?
attachments, and cosmetics.
Like that hasn't.
Uh,
That's not part of the
Working
generator.
to develop additional options, which will be added to the awesome store in the
You
future.
just make it in a constructor, I'm pretty sure.
Go that
Yeah,
extra
construction.
kilometer.
Welcome back, Dan
Go
Gaming.
So we have
awesome.
biomass.
Yeah. So,
How do
but
we make advanced biomass?
isn't
Isn't
it?
it biofuel?
Oh yeah, solid biofuel. You just put biomass
Through
and
another
it makes
constructor?
biofuel. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put another constructor. That scared me. The thing flying over the head. I'm gonna put a constructor right here. Nope, that's. I'm gonna put it right next to it, actually. So we're gonna put it here. Where's the constructor? Constructor, where are you? Constructor, I lost the constructor.
Inspector catch.
Do. That's backwards. There we go. Boom.
Need more wire.
And then we're gonna put a storage container right off the cliff here, but we need another platform right here. And why are you not lining up? What am I not seeing? Oh, there we go. And we'll just keep them separated a little bit because I like to watch things. So then, this needs a power pole. And we'll put the power poles right here. There we go. That's connected. That's connected. Then we walk up to this thing and we say, make solid biofuel. So it's set up to make solid biofuel. So now we're going to drop down here. And this is just regular biofuel. It makes solid biofuel from regular biofuel, right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then we rotate it. And we go like so. Oh, yes. Yes! My creation! Now, if only we had a quick, easy way to get up there. Oh, you know what? I can do that too.
Lookout towers.
Yeah, another lookout tower. That's what we need. Where's another lookout tower? Special. Space elevator. That's a lookout tower, right?
I mean, we need to make one of those too at some point.
Another lookout tower. We'll build another lookout tower right... can we build it like right here? In the way of everything?
Tool belt has been expanded.
That's gonna have to be on this
Tool
side.
belt has been expanded. What's this?
Cheppy,
Select
upgrading the
scanning.
tools.
Oh yeah, garlic.
Baking garlic.
Bacon, garlic. And berry nut.
Okay, so
Nutrient.
let's just throw a whole bunch of biomass into the system for the moment. That should get us to here. Okay.
Oh, I didn't grab fungus. When I was in the cave. I should have. Hey! Space pod's back.
Okay, so
Anyone
we've got...
want to go for a ride?
You gonna launch it again?
Yep.
Nice. So here's how I've set this up, Cheppy, just so you're on the knowledge, okay? The lower level power generators, they can run on whatever.
Milestone
But
reached.
the
Several
new and
buildings
improved
and
power
can now be
grid,
accessed in the build menu.
which is now floating
Caution is
high above the
recommended
sky,
in use of these products.
is going to run on solid biofuel. And there is a storage container up here with the solid biofuel.
But don't we want all of them to run on solid biofuel?
See, now that sounds reasonable, but you know, so here's my thought. I'm thinking as soon as we get enough of them up here, that we can destroy the biomass generators that are on the ground.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want me to expand this out a bit?
The platform?
Yeah.
You can if you want. I am out of.
Oh, I'm out of concrete.
Yeah, I'm out of concrete too.
Doo-doo.
Part of the problem is I don't have enough
Concrete,
solid
concrete,
biomass yet
concrete.
to actually do anything. Okay. Hey guys, we have made some amazing progress tonight. I am very happy with how things are going. Just thought I'd say that.
Oh, you can't put it here because of the man. Or the hub.
We'll move the hub eventually. It's okay. We've got, like, this is way more biomass burners than I think we already need. I could be wrong, but that's the way it feels.
You're probably right.
Do they waste fuel if you oversaturate? No?
Nope.
They're efficient that way? They only use the power they need?
They are.
Somehow they control the burn?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I think all... Yeah, all generators in this game are like that. Except for maybe coal, but I think they are too.
Alright, what do we need for the space elevator? Do you have all the resources for it?
I did. So we...
Oh, and then you made stuff.
Yeah, I destroyed it so I could get the platform where I wanted it, but then I've been building like crazy with whatever was in my inventory. So
It's
I
all
mean,
good.
but I'm sure we have the resources to rebuild it. So here's my thought though, Cheppy. This is my loose goal at the moment. Wait, are you about to build it again?
No. I was just saying the resources required. For
Yeah. The what I was gonna say is I was gonna try to get the generator up here to feed the space elevator directly, but maybe that's too much work at the moment. I don't know. I'm really happy with this though. Like, we've got all these resources coming in up here. This is like more resources than I've ever had.
Hey, it's back.
Poor me's just looking at all the sheet metal coming in.
Mm-hmm. Taking it all in.
Oh no! I fell again.
Alright,
Oh no.
that is all the research we can do.
Until we get the space elevator?
Yep.
Okay, so we gotta bring the space elevator back, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so at the moment, Do you want me to give you the materials that I've got, or do you want to just go grab them and pick a spot to build it?
We need more wire.
How are we doing on eco-friendly resources? Not great. We need more wire? Like you don't even have enough copper wire in the thing?
Yeah, it's not enough.
Here, where are you? Because that's the one thing I actually have. How do I drop stuff? Here, I'll just put it in this chest right here. There you go.
I don't know what chest you put it in.
This one right here.
I found it.
Just take everything that I'm putting in there, because it's okay. I'm gonna go biofuel hunting.
Okay.
But first I'm gonna eat, because I found some berries.
If you're gonna go biofuel hunting, you should probably grab the biofuel gatherer
What?
thing.
Chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
Do we have one
I
of those?
think we can make that now.
Chippy
cut down
did research
trees.
it.
Thanks for the lurk, Dan Gaming. Appreciate it. Well, we don't ever want to run out of electricity again. Rich and cheesy.
Speaking of,
That was not me. Just for the record.
I didn't place anything down. Need more, about 100 more iron rods.
I mean, chainsaws sound nice for me, but at the end of the day, you know, fists are
They are
amazing.
useful.
I just like the letter
They can
E.
help you get unstuck out of a tree.
Indeed.
Note to self, don't jump in tree.
Trees are very buggy. Oh, you found leaves. Mm-hmm.
I'll put the space elevator way out here.
Or petals, I should say, not leaves.
Encroaching others' clearance, there's nothing out here.
Hey again, Skippy.
There you go.
Oh yeah, no, you're not wrong, Rich and Cheesy. You're not wrong. I mean, we have coal going in that other world. Coal will be my pet project probably next stream if we get that far. But I really wanted to make sure that my factory didn't run into any problems.
Jump and spam left click.
I made it. I don't even think I took damage.
You didn't.
That was impressive.
Good job.
I've never done that before. They always kill me.
How do I not make this thing?
Creeper noises. I'm not playing Minecraft. It did probably make the noise, though. Might have been a little quiet. It just doesn't scare me in this game.
Why is the space elevator gotta be so big?
Because it's tethering the moon.
Right, that's right.
Sounds good, Rich and Cheesy. I'll hopefully be lurking there a little later. I gotta work late again tonight, I think. Oh my gosh, I took damage. Wow, I hit that guy into a lake. Hope he can swim. Is he alive still?
Yeah, they just crawl back out eventually.
He's not a very good swimmer, though.
They don't do too well in water.
See you later, Skippy. Hello, Skippy. See you later, Skippy. Hello, Skippy. See you later, Skippy. I don't know. It just...
Space elevator incoming.
Another one!
That is a loud song.
Do-do-do.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Are you chopping down stuff, too? Ooh, what is over there? What are those floaty things in the sky? I don't recognize them.
Optifine
Floaty-
Zoo. Oh wait,
Those things, right?
What floaty things?
they kind of look like balloons.
Oh, those. Yeah, okay.
Lollipops. What are the lollipops in the sky?
Lollipop, ooh, Oh, we only need 50 of the smart plating? What is that?
It's a
Rotors
rotor
50
plus
rotors
metal plate.
and
Plates?
50 metal reinforced plates.
Yeah.
No problem.
So where you are right now is where we built our first base. Cheppy and I did.
See, the fact you know the map that well is kind of scary to me. Like,
Hey, I remember this.
Yep.
We basically covered this like entire plains area in a layer of concrete. Or the
2 layers.
platforms. It was 2 layers eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But like I went around to like make sure it like touched all the edges.
Yep.
nice.
That was funny.
And I still got the rover stuck a lot.
Okay, I probably got enough leaves to make
Mhm.
enough fuel. Now, if only I could remember where we live.
Look for the space
To
elevator.
the right.
Yeah.
Or-
I also have this heads-up display
Ooh.
thing that I could probably use, but
you should go look at the glowing thing that you're near.
that red thing,
No, green.
green, that glowy thing, way over there.
Stream delays the thing.
I know,
Not that.
not that. There's another green glowy thing.
Nope, it's on the cliff.
It's on the cliff.
On the edge of the cliff, I should
Oh,
say.
that thing? Is that uranium? I don't even know what that is. I feel like it might kill
Nope.
me though.
That's not uranium. It will.
Oh, it's
Well,
a slug.
the runny boy will kill you.
Yeah, the 2 running things will kill you, but the slug won't.
Oh, there's another one.
It might kill the power.
Yeah.
Boing,
Wait, so
Boing.
what am I supposed to do with it?
boing. Collect
Pick
it.
it up.
With what?
Your hands.
It looks dangerous.
No.
No power.
I picked up a green slug.
Yep. Good job.
It didn't kill me yet.
How come this thing doesn't have power? Is the breaker tripped?
Have you been picking up carapaces,
I have been. I've been researching them.
Justin?
I'm probably.
Okay.
Power is definitely offline now. Did I not? Did I not grab all of them?
I don't know. I didn't see. But you can make biofuel out of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Lots of biofuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I picked
Oh, you
them up.
must have.
Here, I can just check my inventory. That'd probably be easier. I have 2. So I
Well,
might
there
have
you go.
I might have missed one somewhere along the line.
Who knows? All is well.
I see the space elevator way over there.
Hello, lizard birdo. Not as good as your doggo.
Mm-mm.
Dum 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 dum.
I think there's a doggo by the lake, if I'm not mistaken.
I couldn't figure out how to get Rudolph to be my friend.
You need berries.
Oh, that would make sense.
Rich and Cheesy got it.
Yeah, he doesn't share that kind of knowledge with me.
He was like running around when he was streaming.
Actually, he may share that kind of knowledge. It may just be that I don't pay any attention. It's hard to say.
It could be.
I'm not paying enough attention. So, it's hard to say.
Alright, solid buy. For how many things we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh boy.
Run, 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 run.
Run, run,
There we go.
run.
And look at that beautiful space elevator that Cheppy has built. Could you build the space elevator on a platform?
You can.
That just seems
Yeah.
wrong.
We have it.
Like, I feel like the pylons have to be, like, driven deep, deep into the earth. But maybe that's just me. Okay, we're going to put some leaves in this box right here. So we got some leaves going in there. Do we know why the grid's offline?
It's not anymore.
Oh.
Or it shouldn't be.
So I'm pretty sure your biomass is not being produced.
Oh. It didn't, It's really too bad you can't just set this to produce biomass regardless of what it is.
That would be nice.
It would
I
be.
agree.
It would be wonderful. Okay. I'm just gonna make these manually.
That's usually what I do.
What? Biomass?
Is there? Should I do something else with the carapace other than biomass?
I mean, I was saving them up
Yes.
for some MAM research, but you can. I have a bunch of on me.
No, I'll Wait, that's.
You just put in like one of the chests or something.
Wait, I'm confused.
About.
What happened to them?
What?
What happened to what?
You put them in the crate.
I guess I did. I don't know. I don't know how I did, is the question.
Well, there's 3 in here.
Yep, I put them in there. I don't know how I did, but I put them in there. Okay, so then I can come over
I think
here.
you did store all.
I must have or something. So I put some extra biomass in there. Okay. Biomass generators, or the whatever it is. It's doing what it should be. I'm going to go check them up here one more time. Make sure they have plenty of fuel. And then the question is, do we...
Alright, what's in this one? We need more rotors. There's 5. I need 50. Need more screws.
Wait, how are we doing on electricity? Ah, pretty good.
They're doing pretty good, yeah. Especially with all those burners you added.
Yeah, I'm not going to turn the other 2 on yet. There's just no point. It's just more to keep stocked until we have all the biomass or whatever. It's just not worth the hassle. Okay, so we need nails now. Would be a good one. A new nails one.
Maybe. Do we want to deconstruct these biomass burners that are down here? They're not doing anything other than taking up space.
Yeah, we can at this point, as long as, yeah. Beautification project. Okay, here we are. Pick up some of this stuff. Maybe a little more.
Good night.
Have a good night, Dan Gaming. Thanks for hanging out. Always appreciate the lurking and the chatting. Hope you had a good time taking your mind off things maybe and whatever you may have been doing. We'll be here tomorrow night for Wacky World Wednesday. I don't even know what the Wacky World's gonna be, but it'll be wacky, whatever it is. I don't even know if wacky's the right word.
Wonderful Word Wednesday.
Wonderful World Wednesday. See, now we can play anything.
Flower petals, nutrients.
Okay. So, let's look again at the producers. Constructor. Let's look actually at the constructor. Okay, so we're making iron plates, we're making iron rods. Then we've got these screws here. Screws require iron rods. Iron rods come in at 10 per minute. We're getting 15 per minute. So in theory, we could take 2 of the iron rod generators and yield 3 nail generators.
Yep.
but we need to merge them first and then demerge them.
Yep.
Just to keep it balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're gonna get a merger.
And that's assuming you have the throughput on the conveyor belts. Right?
He does.
There's a 60.
But yeah.
So 30 and 30. That's the max throughput, right? If I'm understanding.
We have higher level belts too now. So we could, if we need those too.
Okay.
Do I need screws?
I feel like a 3D printer. I don't know why.
Beep, 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 beep.
I need wire. I'm gonna have to run and get it. We don't have any of the cool wire being made anywhere.
Quick wire?
No, the
Oh. Never mind.
insulated
Copper
wire.
Cable.
Cable, yeah, cable. We don't have any of that cable.
It's just wire.
Production assembler. Oh, I need 4 rotors for an assembler.
I don't blame you for being tired, Dan Gaming. It's Tuesday.
Ooh. Tired Tuesday?
Tired Tuesday. Tired Thursday. Tired every day.
Tired every day that ends in day.
Exactly. If you ain't tired, you must be getting sleep.
Or you are getting sleep, but you're just still tired.
Could be. I have a newfound love for these lookout towers. I didn't really see their purpose initially, but poor man's ladder, brilliant.
They're great for exploring.
Yes.
Can you like interconnect them with conveyor belts so you can just ride them all day long?
Not
No.
exactly. Okay, 2 per minute. We need 50, so 25 minutes.
2 per minute.
Should be fine.
I don't know what he just said, guys.
He did find a slug, though.
Oh, I found lots of slugs. The overclocking is being researched right now.
Okay.
Are you gonna overclock my grid?
Mhm.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay, so we take 2 pipes, which come in at 15, so they're now 30.
Yep.
Then we take the splitter, and we put the splitter right there. Now, are those 2 connected?
Nope.
Can they be connected? Yes.
Okay. They patched that. Yep. All right.
I feel like they're at different heights. That's really weird.
They are.
It's kind of
I don't know why.
I mean, the platforms clearly aren't, but that one's shorter. Yeah. in
It
any
is.
case.
Yep. Weird.
Okay, so then we go to production, we go to constructor. We line it up. Boop, 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 boop. We should turn it the right way. That's probably a good way to build these things. Facing the right direction. And I don't have the reinforced iron plates. Chevy, do you have the reinforced iron plates? Otherwise, I'll make some.
I'm using them for smart plating.
Oh. Are we making them somewhere?
Yeah.
Where are we making them?
I'm standing on top of it.
Do,
Yeah, 4 out of 50, and I have all the ingredients.
You have 4. You've made 4 out of 50.
Yeah. It's by the iron miners that you set up.
Oh, you're using the
yeah,
assembler.
right here. Oh yeah, you have to.
Are you just manually feeding it?
I just put it into the inventory.
Oh. Yeah, I won't take those. Where did you get them from? The assembler? Over here?
I made them. The
Oh.
iron plates?
Yeah, so this thing's still making rotors. Okay. We don't have something making reinforced iron plates anywhere?
No, those ones need screws and iron plates.
Yeah. Okay. That'll be next on my list.
Yeah, probably something to put up top because you have screw production up there, right?
Soon. That's what I'm working on right now.
Soon.
Yes. Soon
Hey,
down.
overclock production complete.
Always tired but can never sleep. Yeah, I don't have that problem. I can sleep, thankfully, pretty much anytime, anywhere. I think skill I picked up in college. Sleep in the lecture hall, not a problem. Sleep in a car,
Wait a
not a
second.
problem. Sleep with a kid asking you to unlock their Switch. Sure, why not?
At that point, it's just like muscle memory, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Go right back. Right back out.
And we got 20 of those power shards from the advent calendar, whatever it is. So we
Nice.
can boost. What's our power look like? Let's just see what happens if we drop one of these in there.
Are you blowing up my system, Cheppy?
Hopefully not.
In a good way.
I just increased the production from 2 parts per minute to 3 parts per minute.
Permanently? Or does that have like a
Yeah,
cooldown?
No, it's permanent. It's at the cost of more power.
And a shark.
Well, no, okay. No, that's because the biofuel generators lost fuel.
Yep. We haven't been producing enough yet.
What do you mean?
Like we don't have coal
No
yet.
power output. Oh, yeah. How do I get up? Oh, yeah, the tower. Well, that one's got no fuel. That one's got no fuel.
The two
That
on
one's got
the
40.
the two on the
That one's
far
got
side don't have
40.
fuel. Or
Yeah.
yeah.
None. Alright. Oh, we got tons in here. Just split that up a bit. I like that you can right click to automatically cut the stack in half.
Yeah, it's got a lot of the niceties of Minecraft when it comes to stack management. So these are going to produce nails at 40 per minute, which means if I try to merge them all, my conveyors won't be able to handle it, right? Because you said my conveyors can only handle 60?
Yes. But if you use the tier 2 belts, those are 120.
Yes.
So it will be able to.
But will the
But
merger?
those ones.
But will the merger be able to handle that? Yes. It doesn't.
Yeah,
there's
the
not tiers.
merger's the same speed as the input and output.
Okay, so from now on. Oh, but these are way more expensive.
Yeah, they need the iron plates.
What happens? Okay, just if I run old plate into the merger, can I then run high end plate coming out of the merger?
Probably. Because both going in are going to be 40, right? And the output's
Yeah,
going to be...
all three were 40. The output will be interesting. So now I don't need ultra high end plate because I can just do this.
I mean, you're still going to be limited to the speed of the belt coming out. Because you still need, like, one little bit, right?
Yeah, there'll be one piece of high end belt, which is a lot cheaper than
Yeah, yeah.
a long run of high end belt. Is the thing. You can join low to high and upgrade in place. That's interesting. How would you... If you join low to high, what happens?
It'll speed up.
The low will speed up? Or it'll just take off from that point?
From that point on, the materials will go faster.
Oh, look at that high-speed belt right there. Woo! Okay, Cheppy, we have 120 nails per second.
Per second? Oh, wait.
Or what's the rate of the minute?
I think it's per minute.
120 nails per minute here. We have, I think this is 60 plates per minute between these two. And we have...
then for the iron plates, what is it?
What is it, 15? These are each 15, right? So we're doing 30 rods per minute, 60 plates per minute, and 120 nails per minute, if my math is right.
Okay, so you need twice the screws of plates for the reinforced iron plate.
That's not a problem. Is that what you want next? Reinforced iron plates?
Yeah.
This is insane. Like, I'm just... How... Is there a way to see the efficiency?
I don't know. I know there is a way in Factorio.
There is? Rich and Cheesy says yes. Click on any... Like,
oh, don't destroy that.
if I click on... So, right here, this is... It's operating at its target production rate, so it's doing exactly what it should be doing. Is that, in essence, what it's saying?
No, at the bottom, that's clock speed.
But it's target production 40... Producing...
So, did that...
Under output. Up here.
Oh, yeah. Efficiency. The little bar graph.
100%. Beautiful! So I'd have to check every machine individually, though, is what you're saying.
There's also the status lights on the top.
So green's not
Green is
100% efficient. Oh. What's yellow
I
then?
thought it is. Yellow is output limited. So like it can't it's the buffer is in the output. And red is not enough input, I'm pretty sure. And what was white? White was overclocked.
I think this is supposed to be making iron rods. I think that's the issue. Yeah, you're supposed to be making iron rods. How is everything operating at 100% efficiency if you're not making iron rods? You weird little conundrum thingy. That's intriguing. Oh, maybe because this had... No, I don't know. I don't know how this was operating...
Can we still build the tree?
No.
Oh, you cannot.
You cannot build or produce. The tree is no longer producing gifts, sadly. So they disabled a lot of the functionality. But and which, by the way, means if you destroy the tree, you can't rebuild it,
Yeah, that's what I was curious.
which is kind of sad.
Oh, we can't build a candy cane basher either.
Knew I should have built that. Okay. So now we have green
Yeah, I
lights
wanted
everywhere.
to build one of those. Oh well.
Okay. So we've got all these storage containers. So the question is, one, when am I ending stream? And two, I think we've built everything that I can build with a constructor at this point that is iron-based, right? So let's just confirm. So we're making iron plates, we're making iron rods, we're making screws. Copper sheets can't be done. Wire can't be, cable can't be. Okay, so we are onto the assembler phase of things. And I think
Well, if you wait for like 5 more minutes, we can launch the space elevator.
cool. I'm willing to wait. I wanted to look at the assembler a little bit anyway. So I need some rotors. And I need some reinforced iron plate. Uh-oh. Maybe a little longer now.
Maybe a little bit longer now.
All
I'm
systems
running up there.
offline. I'll be heading up there too in a moment.
Alright, down has no fuel. Down has no fuel.
Do we still have fuel? Do I need to go leaf hunting again?
No, we have fuel. We've got plenty of fuel.
The fuel is the fun part of this game. Not really. Look at all that fuel right there, packaged up, going up the elevator. There's only 200 there, Cheppy. How much is... And there's
I
no...
grabbed like 200 on me.
Oh, there is some leaves going
I'm
in.
putting like 20 in each.
There's the ladder. I couldn't figure out where the ladder was. We're blocking out the sun with our factory. Boom. I'm gonna go see if I can help Cheppy. Not that he needs any help. Oh, you're powering all of them too.
We need it.
Oh, we have picked up quite a bit of power, haven't we?
I guess we can distribute all of this into all of them. Doesn't really matter. Did you figure out how to walk down ladders?
Nope, I just jump. Okay, all the fuel that was in the container is currently distributed.
Sweet.
Not perfectly, but good enough.
Yeah, we'll get more fuel by the time the power runs out again.
Yep. Hopefully we'll make it to the end of stream. That's my hope at this point. No more power outages. Okay, so I'm just gonna build this right here for a moment because I just want to see.
It's a sequel to Subnautica?
An expansion, Deep Blue Sea or whatever. I don't think that's its name. I just like to call it that. In the deep blue sea. Okay, so reinforced iron plate needs nails and iron. Rotors need pipes and nails. I don't know how to read these. Needs 30 per minute and 60 per minute. So 30 per minute and 60, that's half of my screws and one of my plates. So that's not too bad. And then the other one needs 100 screws per minute. That's a problem. And 20 rods. Rotors, you're lame. That's all I can say. You're throwing off my math. We may have to work on that. I think that's going to be next time, though. Pretty happy with this, though. This is... We got a good little setup going here, Cheppy, and poor me, and everybody else that's helped with
It's
it.
going well.
Okay. Let's build out the platform some more, because why would we not just keep one big platform? We don't need to go up and down with our building. We just keep making the platform bigger. One big floating platform in the sky. Linear. We're linear thinkers here for the moment. And at some point it's going to come back to haunt us.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
And that's what they all say. What could go wrong? Gravity could start working and the entire platform could fall to the floor.
We got 2 lookout towers holding it up. And a wall.
Yep, part
and
of a wall.
a conveyor belt.
Rich and cheesy, I'm convinced this is a better way to build. Maybe not as entertaining, but a better way to build. From now on, I will build platforms. I've seen the error of my ways.
That's the way. Uh-huh.
Let's do this. Let's put this...
The blue lines are handy for lining stuff up.
Yes, yes they are. I agree. 100%.
Alright, you ready to launch the space elevator?
Sure. I'm watching.
You don't want to do it?
You can do it. I'll watch. That way I can see it.
Alright. I'm running over with the parts.
Okay, hold it. Yeah. Is this the splitter? Conveyor splitter. Perfect. Oh, sweet. Is that actually connected? Like, I don't even need to...
No, you still need to put a belt.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm testing. I don't...
It's too close together, you can't put a belt, but you still need a belt.
That's horrible. For the record. Just let me know when you're ready.
Oh, yeah, I'm there. Loading.
Preparing for launch.
3, 2, 1. Kind of blast off.
Now
It's spinning.
sending...
You gotta look up.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
Okay.
There it goes. Goodbye, elevator. See you next orbit.
Bye-bye.
Will mankind ever build a real space elevator? That's the real question.
I wonder how long it takes it to come back down.
I don't know. Do we sit here and find out? Probably not.
Ooh, we can get coal power now.
Yes.
and
Next time.
tractors and steel and motors. Oh, the Xenobasher. Personal favorite. Hypertubes. Oh yeah, we got lots to work on now. Oh, it's back already.
Okay, I'm gonna build one last storage container, and then I think we're gonna raid.
Is it a hint to Rich and Cheesy to start streaming?
Wasn't intended to be, but it certainly could be, since I've already streamed along tonight. This game is so addicting. You just want to keep building, but this will be the reinforced iron plates bin.
Oh, David Kimball is playing
Magica 2.
Magica 2.
All systems are online, mostly. What does yellow mean?
Output limited.
Oh, output. Wait, output limited? Oh, it's green now. Okay.
I think that's what it means.
Yep, we're producing at 100%. Okay, so.
Maybe yellow's input limited.
No, it's green now. It was just warming up. Tier 2 to Tier 4, just like that. Wow. I could build the one for rotors too, but I said I was going to be done. And I think our next stream, I'm going to focus on power now, because I'd like to get to the point where we never have to worry about power again too. So I could just leave it running all the time, massively generating resources, because I'm a resource monger. So, quick tour of what
Coal power.
Yep. Coal power, exactly. Quick tour of what we built so far. So, right here, we have the reinforced plate generator working at 100%. We've got our nail merger right here that is producing nails at 120 nails per minute. We've got 2 lines of 30 metal plates per minute. This left one is being used to feed the assembler, but it should be I feel like it's losing plates. Is that possible? 33, 32, 31, 30. Why would it be losing plates if it's moving perfectly efficient? Because these only do 20 parts per minute.
Bum, bum, bum.
My math was wrong.
Hey, Rich and Cheesy.
Hey guys.
Howdy. My math was wrong, Rich and Cheesy. What am I gonna... I'm gonna have to scrap this entire
That's
thing.
factory crazy guys. No, you need to make them 100% efficient. You're gonna kill yourself if you try
Oh,
to do that,
no.
especially
Okay,
with
so-
your layout.
So what you do, Justin, is now you overclock those machines to match the output that you wanted them to have.
Interesting. But then... I suppose I could. So, like... How,
So dirty.
how does it work? How do I... If I overclock it to 150%, then in theory it's doing 30 per minute, right? So I need to take my slug from earlier today and somehow permanently overclock this?
Yeah. So you got that slug
I don't know what I did with
in
it.
a chest somewhere?
Yeah, I think I put it in the...
Yeah, there's some down here. Then you have to turn that into a power crystal.
So
It's just a crafting recipe.
Yeah, so you're saying that basically I can fix the efficiency of my system by augmenting my system with organic parts. I am the Borg.
Something like that.
Okay. So I come in here, I make a power shard. Boom, 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 boom.
But you need 2 of them? Because they have 2 machines, or what?
Nope, I only need to upgrade one of them because I'm only inefficient in one spot. In one spot in my entire system am I inefficient. We're going to go fix that one spot before it becomes a problem. It's not a problem yet because there was a whole backlog of iron for it to work through. But it's going to burn through that eventually, and then I'll be sad.
Is it okay if I broadcast your voice onto my stream, which is running right now?
It's perfectly okay with me. I don't know about Cheppy or poor me.
I don't care.
Absolutely not.
Alright, poor me gets muted.
Okay.
He's got an exclusive license.
Do I have to like hit an overclock button?
You have to check it out.
Slide it on the bottom.
Drag the crystal into the slot. Oh yeah, he's got it.
I figured it out. Now it's doing 30 per minute, and I'm back to being 100% efficient. So now this chest should not be losing any. So 66, 67, 66, 67, 66, 67. Why did the graphic on the left stop? 66, 67, 68, 69. Now go back down to 68, 67. So yeah, we're good. We are perfect. We are perfectly efficient all the way through and through.
Wow.
So we have 20 plates. Yeah, poor me's not actually impressed. He's just playing with me. I know.
No, I think it's impressive. I
Pixel wave.
mean,
Hey,
I
Pixel.
guess the real solution then is to just when you move on next, I'll let you handle this raid.
It's all welcome in everybody from Pixel Wave, our family-friendly friend. I'm looking for another F word, but I'm not coming up with one. So,
Careful.
welcome, Ellen, in. What were you playing
Fans.
tonight here? Minecraft. What kind of Minecraft were you playing tonight, Pixel Wave? Fans, family-friendly. There was another word in there. Family-friendly friends.
Fantastic family-friendly friends.
Fantastic family-friendly friends from the fantastic friendly Pixel Wave, which doesn't start with. Maybe I should switch to the letter P and make everything alliterate off of Pixel Wave. Pixel Wave's perfect people, probably participating,
Pancakes?
playing,
Prime.
member. No, that M doesn't work. There's a lot of letters there. I'm getting myself confused. It's been a long stream. I'm already an hour over how long I normally stream, which is not unusual when you play this game. If you've never seen this game before, Pixel Wave or anybody else, this is called Satisfactory. And yes, it looks like I'm just running around doing nothing, which at this point I am, because like Pixel, I was actually about to end my stream. So don't leave. We'll double raid here in just a minute. But what's the no? You don't want me to stop? Uh-oh.
Poor me just jumped off a cliff.
Well, that and the power just went down.
Yeah, I just saw you run off a cliff.
He's over
I
there.
did not. I thought I saw you jump off a cliff.
That's funny. So here's what this game actually is. If you've ever played Factorio, it's that but in 3D, and you're building giant factories that go from resources, namely like these mines down here, and then you're building conveyor belts, and then they go up the conveyor belts like you see here, and then they go into storage containers like this, and then you smelt them into iron bars like what would normally be here, but the power grid's down. And then they get put in a storage container like this, and then you take the storage container and you divide it up, and they get turned into things like iron or iron rods and iron plates, like this stuff coming out of here. So there's an iron rod that just went by. Thank you for turning the power back on, whoever did. And then you take those things and you run them into even more storage containers, and then they come back out, and then you run those into other machines, and then you get things like nails that come out over here, and then they flow into here, and then you divide those up and you send them into other machines, and then that machine produces reinforced iron plates, and then you take the reinforced iron plates and you run them into something else. See how this goes?
You sound like a madman.
I am a madman because we built this. This is what we built tonight on stream. And here's the thing. We did it all nice and organized up here on these nice little plates. Last week, we did all of that same stuff, except it looked like, although it might all be destroyed now. I don't know how much Cheppy went to town, but it all looked like this.
I
So
only destroyed the power.
it was just laying all over the ground with random things going every which way. In fact, my favorite conveyor belt, Rich and Cheesy, is very happy about this one. He thought it was the best conveyor belt ever. I'll show you this.
Oh, the clippy belt.
Yeah, see, it came out of
Snake
this
belt.
device here, and it followed this, and see, this is the container we wanted it to go into. Rather than turn the container around, and connect that to that, we just made the conveyor belt go all the way around, and then into the storage container. See, that's
was
ingenuity.
Pain.
Who needs to turn the storage container around when you can just make longer conveyor belts? So, hey, Gus, it's crazy that those reinforced plates are like early game, super early game. Oh yeah, dude. So here's the actual objective then. So then the goal is to actually unlock more things that you can build, right? So they've got these tiers, right? We're only on tier 3, and we haven't even started unlocking the stuff. We don't have coal power yet. We don't have vehicular We get tractors. Okay, sorry.
You do get tractors.
Yep, we get.
Are they worthless, or am I just missing something?
What just
You
attack
can
me?
automate them.
Yeah, but they seem really slow, right?
How did I just get?
kind of slow.
How did I just
They
get attacked in
have
the
a
head?
high throughput across long distances.
Did you just hit me? Did one of you just hit me?
No.
I'm
Yes,
in the space elevator.
It was you. I see you, Cheppy. It was Cheppy.
Huh?
So, you got all, and we got. Look at all these. We got like 5 more tiers of crazy production. So, this is what we do on. I see you. I'm gonna zap you. Zap, zap, zap. This game also features very addictive PvP play involving a zapper, where you just zap your friends into the power lines, and nothing happens because the power lines are insulated. But the device you're holding contains infinite charges, so you can send Cheppy
And
flying.
because multiplayer is buggy, you may not even know that they zapped you.
Yeah, exactly. It like you can confuse everybody. And if you're really looking for another reason to buy this game, infinitely long conveyor belts. I mean, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Copper coming from the other side of the map. It just keeps going. You don't even have to, like, this is a short one. You can make ones that are 100 times this long. You can make them zigzag, and they work. They just work. You don't even need an RTX graphics card. They just work. They just...
And you forgot about the best part of the game.
What's the best
That'd
part
be
of the game?
Awesome.
The lizard
doggo.
doggos.
Oh, the lizard doggos? I can never...
I have changed my mind on those guys. Let me put it that way.
One of them feed you uranium.
No. We're
Okay.
not there yet. I can see that being a real problem, though.
I might have to
That
try
is a
that.
problem.
Remind me to
Oh
feed
my
Miles's doggo uranium when the time comes. That'll
It's
be
my
fun.
dog, and yeah.
Miles has already dealt with uranium in a fun and exciting way.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to explain to him because I did it on myself too. I mined it out of a node just to see what would happen, and then it was in my inventory. And that
Like,
created
oh,
a
what's
problem.
this stuff?
And then what you expected happened.
Oh, I didn't think I'd die that fast, but I
Matt-
sure did.
Madam Curie effects came into play. What was that? I feel like
All I had to
saw
do
a
was
lizard.
run in though and take it out of my inventory, and then I could rescue my inventory. But it was like, how am I gonna solve this problem?
It's definitely become my kind of game, Pixelwave. But what we've done, and I'll share this as a last note here before we end up wrapping up this stream. But what we've done is we've got a stream schedule now. So we still stream 7 days a week, pretty much at 6 p.m. every day. But now, in fact, I might even have it on a. I don't have it on this here. We'll flip to here.
It's in
Here.
Discord.
I know it's in Discord, but I have it on a screen. There. See? There, look at that. We've got a schedule. So today is Tech Tuesday. This is the most technical game I own, but on Tech Tuesday we'll be doing things like adventure map making, this, or anything that seems remotely technical in some way, shape, or form. So it's a little bit different. Tomorrow's Wacky World Wednesday, so if you're into Minecraft content, we're going to be exploring some sort of lackey,
Return of the Mac.
return some sort of wacky world in Minecraft Bedrock. So if you want to join us for that, 6 p.m. tomorrow night. TBD Thursday is to be determined Thursday. You never really can tell.
Subnautica.
Yeah, last Thursday I think we played 4 different games on stream, so be sure to check that out. Fast Frenzy Friday we speed run, or we do a dragon run, or we UHC, ultra hardcore Minecraft, fast content, lots of fun stuff. Then we've got good old Sus Saturday where we play the Among Us at 9 p.m. Central. If you're interested in that, you can come and spin the wheel of fates. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's because we've added things to our Among Us game that's not even a mod. You open it up and you do it, and it adds a lot of fun to Among Us. It's a lot of fun to play. Be here right at 9 o'clock if you're going to do that. And then we've got Something Special Sunday, where we hear other voices in the background. And and I lost my entire train of thought. What do we do? Oh,
So Saturday.
we build Legos on Special Sunday. That's what we did. We built it's not always Legos, but we built this. You can't see it because we're now on the wrong screen. We built this. Look at, isn't that pretty? That's a Nintendo Entertainment System made out of Lego. Did you know you can buy these things? It's impressive. It even has a working cartridge. So yeah, brand new. New schedule. We're trying it. We've never had a schedule in 308 days. Well, that's not entirely true. But now we do. So we're trying it out. You know, just seeing how things go. It's nothing like watching Super Mario Brothers play on Lego. That looks really good on stream. It's like it's actually happening.
Except the grass is invisible.
Oh, the grass is invisible. That's really special grass. Those are our new Lego brick. We call it the invisible Lego brick. It's really impressive. You can see right through it. Perfectly
Invisible
transparent.
brick.
Allows you to see into the hearts of Disney World. So, yeah. So that's what we've been doing. Well, as I said, we are wrapping up stream 2. So I hope you guys will hang out with us, follow us, and join us as we raid somebody. I don't know. Am I raiding Rich and Cheesy? Is that where I'm going? Am I raiding? Hold on. I got at least
David?
look.
Magica.
No. If people want to watch our Satisfactory, they know where to find me. You can send it over to your family-friendly folks.
I don't know where we're going. I don't get to raid Rich and Cheesy all that often because he's not normally streaming when I'm done. Let's see.
This is true. That's because for reasons that you just heard.
Yeah. So most of you, since you came from Pixel or have been on my stream at least once in the last 300 and some days, you know all about Family Friendly Live. It's our Twitch team. It's an amazing Twitch team. It's a great group of people. Pixel's a member. I'm a member. Everybody that is awesome is a member. People who aren't awesome are also members. Wait, no, I've got that backwards. There's nobody that's not awesome that is a member, but there are awesome people who aren't members. I just want to be clear about that. I'm not saying all awesome people are members.
That's
this is set theory. Set theory is messing with me at the moment. So there's a link to Family Friendly Live if you want to check out some other family friendly streams. Magica might be worth watching over at David V. Kimball's stream right now, especially if he's using Lightning on Kimball Donald. That could be absolutely hilarious. The Beta 64 is playing Sonic the Hedgehog. If you like Sonic the Hedgehog, I'm not a big fan. Since we are playing what is this game called? Satisfactory. Since we are playing Satisfactory, and it sounds like Rich and Cheesy is, even though Rich and Cheesy isn't the world's most family-friendly streamer, I don't know why you're not family-friendly, Rich and Cheesy. But because he's here, and because he's awesome, and because he's one of my best friends from all time, we are going to give him a raid tonight. So say hi to him, give him a follow, be kind, be friendly. Rich and Cheesy, try to be family friendly. You know, I know you've got it in you. You can do it.
I'm always family friendly when you throw it my way, at least for a while.
Yeah. He's not, I want to be clear. He's never, like, off the rails not family friendly. Except it's
But once
Tuesday.
it crosses midnight,
yeah, it's Tuesday,
then we
isn't
take
it?
out the heckins.
Rich and Cheesy's fine. So, yeah, so you're bouncing from everybody to everybody tonight, Mouse Girl. That's awesome. Mouse Gur. I should say Gur, not girl. Unless the one is it Mouse? Is it meant to be Mouse Girl? And I'm reading the one as an L properly. Otherwise, I will start pronouncing it correctly and call you Mouse Gur from now on. I will. Either one works. Okay. I just don't want to be. I don't want to be wrong in whatever I'm saying. So, and yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. Again, thank you guys for coming in with the Pixel Raid. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. It was a fun stream. I had a lot of fun building a really, really big factory and all that fun stuff. So hopefully catch you guys tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central. We'll see you next time. Bye now.
See ya.